Hello, hello, hello. Dude, I didn't kill the fly. I did not kill the fly. Hold up. Let me get a tissue real quick. It evaded my grasps. He's gonna come back for you. He is. I'm gonna explain that to my stream. Dude, massive fly. Like, most of the little things that I kill are like gnats, and they're really tiny. Dude, I'm telling you, a fly that's like this big. It's in my room. It landed on my stream light. I swung at it. It flew behind me. I thought it was on me. I was going like this. And now it's gone. I don't know where it went. It's in my room somewhere. It'll probably start flying around me again in like 20 minutes. What webcam do you have? He's right there! No. Oh, that's a tinier fly. What the fuck? That was a tiny gnat. Where the fuck is the fly? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Hey, you guys won't see the gnat. You guys won't be able to see because it's so small. I don't know where the fuck that went. It just flew away. The fly, if that flies by, you'll see it. It's fucking huge. It's massive. I'm close to your 1.5 year sub badge. That's a dub. I have a thing that tases them. What, the little tennis racket? The little electric tennis racket, and you swing at them? Like one of those things. You're looking yellow, not tan. You feeling okay? Okay, fuck you. Yes, I feel fine. I look yellow? I look yellow? I don't look yellow. Do I look yellow today? I look normal. I look the same as I normally do. I wasn't being mean. You said I look yellow. I don't look fucking yellow. Dude. Dude. I don't look fucking yellow. What are you talking about? Is it my stream light? My stream light might be fucked. Hold up. Let me go check. It should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. I could change the lighting, but there's no point in doing that. The lighting's fine. Oh, is Nody out? Did Nody go out? Where's Nody? Is Nody out, chat? Or is this the people flooding in, or the people flooding in from Nody?
The Walking Dead Season 3, in my opinion, is garbo, but Season 4 da best, so you gotta play it whenever Richie out.
Well, I have to play through Season 3 to be able to play Season 4. Penny for the sub, Empire for the 500 bits. Hello, everybody flooding in. How is everybody doing on this fine Friday? It is a React Andy today, bitch. It is a React Andy day today, bitch. We got a bunch of videos. We're starting off with 2 Samir BHAVNANI videos. First one, evil nanny forces 6-year-old boy to try crack. That was in the thumbnail. It just says try ... Mother abandons a 7-year-old son with cancer. Gary Saurage's alligator suit experiment. Who's the poorest person in the world? How to survive a nuke. Reason nobody watches CNN. Why Netflix is collapsing. And then the largest gorilla found in the Congo. People have been... We're ending off with this because people have been telling me to react to Brave Wilderness. It's an amazing YouTube channel. Never even heard of it before. But we're going to be reacting to that last. It's a pretty long video, but it should be fun. Gunman for the sub, Bomb for the sub, Oru for the sub. I'm going to turn off the alert box on this screen just for when I'm reacting to things, but I'll keep it on here. I'll still read all the donos. Before we start, I'm letting you guys know there is a fly in my room that's about yay big. I have a fly swatter here. If you see the fly... tell me. Don't be a dick and lie about it and say you saw the fly when you didn't see the fly. Okay? It's a mass fly. I spent 5 minutes trying to kill the fucking thing before I went live, and it's been flying around my fucking head. I don't know where it went. It's gone for now. If it's back, tell me. Stop saying you see it. I know you don't fucking see it. I'll see it when it flies around my goddamn head.
Wade got overturned today?
Yeah, I saw that.
Face.
Tway Tools for the 500 bits. Emily for the sub. Bryant for the sub. I saw that Roe v. Wade got overturned. A lot of people are upset about that. I'm somewhat upset about that. Just my own personal opinion. But for those of you that don't know, even though Roe v. Wade is overturned, there's still, like, a majority of states that have abortion legalized. Like, in my state, New Jersey, you could still get an abortion. Roe v. Wade has no effect on that. Dr. Python for the 300 bits. You're going to get Modern Warfare 2. I'm so hyped. Yes, I am. All right. Let's get into reactions. Camping for the 300 bits. Joe, I love your shit. Dub. All right. First video. Evil Nanny forces a 6-year-old to try crack.
Okay, little face. I'm watching you today, so you better behave.
Okay, you lady. This is my house and my rules.
Are you serious?
They both seem a little brattish. They both seem a little brattish. And this is, you would think that there are no babysitters like this. I had a babysitter like this when I was a kid. I had a babysitter that once force-fed me pasta, and I threw up, and that's why I hate pasta. I don't hate pasta, but that's why I don't eat pasta, is because when I was 4 years old, I had a babysitter. She was this goth girl, and she was such a bitch, but she was so nice to my mom, and I always used to tell my mom, she's an asshole, she's an asshole. My mom never believed me because you're always going to believe the adult, right? Come to find out, she was, like, literally doing, like, drugs when she was babysitting me. She was literally doing, like, I don't know, pills when she was babysitting me. So, yeah, you know, that ended up, you know, resolving itself. But, you know, the young buck for the sub, Tony for the sub, Garcia for the sub. There are babysitters like this, which is kind of crazy. You would think there aren't, but there are. And they just hide it in front of the parents.
Your parents put me in charge, so if you talk back to me further, there's going to be big trouble.
Doesn't she kind of look like the off-brand Pitch Perfect? What's that girl's name? Bella? No. What's her name? The Pitch Perfect girl. She looks like her. The cup song. That one. Ducky for the sub.
Please, miss,
Shut it, little boy.
You put him in a closet?
Hey! Hey! Let me out! What the heck? Let me out! Let me out!
Shut it.
Damn, is this an establishment of the dominance? Pretty escalating scenario here. What is the quality on this video?
Okay, stay in there. I'll be right back. Ugh, I'm out of cigarettes.
Oh.
Such a
Out of the
horrible
Marlboros?
Sorry, sweetie. I wish I was there to help you.
A
I have to watch
nicotine headache? That's always a rip. Figure it out.
this dumb
Night for the
kid
sub.
today, and I'm truly not in the mood. It's that week for me.
Oh, gross. Too much info.
Sorry,
She's on her
babe.
period.
But anyway, I need to take a nap, but I have to watch this kid.
Check out my glove compartment. I have some sleeping pills in there.
Oh my god, really? But I'm already tired.
Not for you, for the kid. Slip him some.
You're gonna give sleeping pills to a kid? Oh, jeez. Why do people become babysitters if they I know this is acting, right? But there are, like, dumbass babysitters. Why be a babysitter if you're gonna be, like, just incredibly irresponsible? Why not work for Walmart? Why not work for Walmart? You'll get paid more. You get to stock shelves. Half the Walmart employees are probably on crack, you know? No, they're not. Half the Walmart employees are 75 years old.
One of those, he'll pass out. You can nap too. Just don't give him too many.
Whoa.
Oh, she's gonna get him to OD
Oh,
on
you
this?
found my stash, huh?
Keeping secrets, are we?
Just don't snort it all.
Dude, how do they come up with this video? They're gonna give crack to a kid? Evil nanny forces 6-year-old to try crack? Bro, figure it the fuck out. Oh my god. Oh my god, hold up.
Get up, you little
He stayed in the closet that whole time? Why didn't he walk out? It's a closet. It's not fucking locked. Just get out of the closet. She literally left for like 30 minutes, and he stayed in there. I would have walked out.
Lunch.
I'm not hungry.
TOS? It's fucking fake. They're not actually doing crack, you dumbass. This wouldn't be on YouTube if this kid was at... It's a fucking Samir BHAVNANI video. It's educational.
You little I didn't ask that. Get up.
Oh, he's playing on his Switch. That's why he stayed in there. I would have stayed in there, too. I was playing fucking, you know, Super Mario. Yo, her fit is terrible. Her fit is actually awful. She's in a dress, a coat, and fucking Uggs. What the fuck are you wearing?
Eat.
Ew, what are these?
My special oysters. Now eat it.
Gross. I hate seafood.
What babysitter would get a kid fucking oysters for lunch? Big man, 300 bits. There's this new game called Among Us. I think you would really like it. Stop.
Why?
Because I'm a kid.
Vibes for the
Kids
sub.
hate seafood.
Stop being a brat and just eat it. I'll give you candy after. Fine, I'll give you candy before.
I don't even think I could eat that. Chat, do you like oysters? I couldn't eat an oyster. I love seafood. I just don't like fucking clams or oysters. That shit is gross. I'll give you candy after. Oh, tell me it's... Oh my god, don't tell me it's the sleeping pills. Then why are they blurring it out? It's not even actual drugs. Why are they blurring it? It's actually probably a bag of nothing. Yet they're blurring it. You think
Here,
Samir
have a-
BHAVNANI actually gave this kid crack for the YouTube video and that's why they're blurring it? That would be really a real method actor right there.
These.
What are these?
Candy.
That looks like pills.
Dude, this kid has no emotion. That looks like pills.
Do you know what pills are?
I'm not moronic, miss. I know what pills are.
Yeah, well, they taste like candy.
Really?
Have one.
Some pills do. The Advil, the candy-coated Advil. Now those taste good. Oh my god, dude, he doesn't even know what they are! Bro, you just gave a kid a... What is that? What sleeping pills are that? Opioids? The demon for the sub. Patent for the 3. How do I submit an editor application? I heard you mention it and it got me interested. Right now, I don't know if I need a new editor, but you can submit one to bartolozzibusiness@gmail.com if you have, like, credibility. If you just started editing, probably not. But if you edit on, like, Adobe Premiere and you can actually edit well, then yeah. Earth to Juan for the 510 bits. Got high with my boss after work. Anyways, take my money, you handsome man. Thank you, Earth to Juan, for the 510 bits. Glad to see that you got high with your boss. Danica for the 385 bits. For free? Opioids for free?
Here, have a few more.
Oh my god, he's chewing them. You're gonna kill him! Does she not... Like, this is like a crime. Like, this is where it gets unrealistic. This is where it surpasses Bad Babysitter and gets into Samir BHAVNANI Darman range when she's actually feeding him a copious amount of drugs. Because the parents would find out. The kid would fucking OD and die.
Have some water with it.
Why does he
I think
keep
you're
eating
supposed
them
to
if they
swallow
taste
it.
like
These
trash?
don't taste like candy. And if I swallow them, how am I supposed to taste them?
I don't know, bozo. Stop asking so many questions.
Why is she so happy about this? What type of psychopath is happy giving drugs to kids? What the fuck? Oh, they were literally just sleeping pills. Bro, why did the thumbnail say crack? The thumbnail literally said crack. I swear to God, if she just gave him Benadryl and they had to go over that. Yeah, why didn't she just give him Benadryl? The fuck? Because it's clickbait? Maybe she'll go do crack now. Or maybe she gave him the wrong pills. But crack isn't pills. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot the crack in my purse. Let me go do that.
But first...
Let me do crack. Oh, it's cocaine. What? It's coke. Not crack. They put crack in it. Well, crack cocaine, but it's just coke. Didn't she say she was tired? Didn't she say she wanted to take a nap? Coke makes you awake. Cocaine is the, like, one of the singular drugs that you can't sleep. Like, didn't she say she wanted to go to bed, and that's why she gave the kids sleeping pills? Now she's doing cocaine, and she's gonna be fucking zoomed. Sniffing Smarties. Dude, I did that one time. For the memes, when I was in middle school, I sniffed Smarties. Don't do that. It is not enjoyable. I feel like everybody did that. How did you know? How do you know? How do I know what Coke does to people? Because I've seen people do Coke. I've never done Coke myself, and I never will, but I've seen people do Coke. Magic water for the 300 bits. Hey, Joe, was late because my cows got out. Your cows got out, Captain for the 300 bits, and Jamble for the sub.
What are you doing?
Whoa, what the heck? What are you doing up so soon?
I don't know, but my head hurts a lot.
There is no shot that motherfucker would wake up after he ate 3 sleeping pills.
No.
No?
No, it's not cocaine. No, you can't have any. No, it's all gone now, you see? It's all gone. It's sugar.
How the heck are you up so soon? Those pills didn't work.
Pills? What the heck? I knew those were pills and not candy. You're not
That made me really lightheaded, sniffing like that. Okay, I'm good. It's full for the 400 bets. Little Nige. I'm not saying that. Wow, how was your username that? Thank you for the 300 bets. Chilling for the 300 bets. Can you help me? My babysitter is trying to give me pills and she just locked me in a closet. Please help. Oh, are you this kid? Big for the sub.
give me any pills.
Shut up and go back to sleep.
I'm gonna call my daddy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa there, Timmy boy. Wait just a second. You don't want to get in trouble with your daddy, do you?
Wait, what there, Timmy boy? You want a line? You want to try? You want to try the line? Nad for the 500 bets. I'm graduating from high school today. Dub in the chat. Big high school grad. I hated that. I hated my graduation. Wearing that cap and gown, I was sweating my balls off, dude. It's the worst. Graduation is actually, dude, sweat central. You're wearing clothes, and then you're wearing a fucking thick-ass dress and a dumb hat. Oh, it's awful.
It's you that's going to be in trouble.
Timmy, you're the one that was taking pills.
Yeah, because you gave them to me. And now you're doing drugs in our house.
They really had to blur the word drugs.
Maybe it's time that you did some with me.
What? No way.
Yeah. You're gonna do it with me.
What the fuck?
Please, I'm too young for this.
Just one little sniff.
Stop, please.
Just a little sniff. A little sniff, sniff, snifferoo.
That was actually so cringe. That was actually so cringe. A little sniff, sniff, snifferoo? Shut the fuck up. Her name's Gretchen. Of course her name's Gretchen.
Let go of my son!
Bill, you're home early.
Why, you little... Oh, you'd hear a lot worse. I swear from my child.
She would go to jail. She would go... Oh, you'd hear a lot worse, but I don't swear in front of my child? Maybe you should swear in front of your child because he's sitting in front of a plate of cocaine. An actual plate of cocaine.
Daddy, sorry. I didn't mean to start any of this.
It's not your fault, son. I saw everything on the security camera and I rushed home. Traffic was just crazy, so it took longer than it should have. I'm just glad I got here in time. In time to stop her from giving you...
Dude, he is old as fuck. Dude, he's like 70 years old and he has a 6-year-old son. I mean, it's possible, but like, damn. Dude's like a grandpa. In all seriousness, you should play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I think you would like it a lot. I have no idea what that even is.
Please, sir. There was a mistake.
Shut it!
L Dad? Why are you saying L Dad? He's a W Dad. You saved this kid from doing cocaine.
My son wasn't here.
Why is this hardcore music playing and he's fucking whispering? I can't even hear what he's saying. I have to read the goddamn subtitles. If the kid wasn't here, you would see a much darker side of me, miss. What are you gonna fucking RKO her?
Sir, I can explain. There was a
Explain it to the judge.
There's a misunderstanding? What's the misunderstanding here? What's the misunderstanding here? You gave a kid cocaine. What's the misunderstanding? There's no other way of interpreting this. Homeboy underacted as a parent? Yeah, literally.
Sam, get to your room and shut the door. I'll be in there soon.
Okay, Dad.
Bill held Gretchen and Nanny by the front door until the police showed up. They arrested her immediately, and her story became worldwide known as the nanny.
Worldwide known? Her story became known worldwide. Jesus Christ, Samir.
Who was trying to force a small child to do. Gretchen spent 10 years in prison, and when she was out, she went on a spiritual journey to India, where she discovered a famous YouTuber, BHAVNANI.
Really? Really, Samir? Really? After Gretchen spent 10 years in prison for trying to feed cocaine to a child, she went to India and discovered you and subbed to your channel? Really? Really?
Journey to India, where she discovered a famous YouTuber, BHAVNANI, and subscribed to his channel.
Wow.
When selecting a nanny to watch your child, make sure you do all the background checks possible, because the last thing you want is somebody who's going to do in front of your child.
The last thing you want is someone who's going to do cocaine in front of your child.
Or even worse, make them do the as well. I truly hope.
What a weird lesson. Samir, this has probably happened one time in the history of the earth. A fucking... A nanny trying to give cocaine to a 6-year-old.
Hope you can drop this video a like. It will truly mean a lot to me, and it will make you feel a lot better. And it will help out the YouTube algorithm.
That's facts. That's facts. Oh, is this bloopers?
I can't believe you're up so soon.
Dude, they don't even have Coke. They just have a bag of flour. Come on. Come on with the method acting here, Samir. What the fuck? Alright, next video. Mother abandons 7-year-old son with cancer. A must-see ending.
Wow, Mom, we've been driving a long time.
I know, sweetie, but we're almost there.
How long have we been in the car?
Almost 4 hours, sweetie, but we're getting close here.
Jake and Tyler will be so jealous. We got to go to Disneyland. Too bad they couldn't come.
Yeah, well, they couldn't get out of school.
Woohoo, Disneyland.
Oh, what a sad lead-up. And it's going to end with the kid having cancer. Is that why she's taking him to Disneyland? Also, Disneyland blows dick. Disneyland is the worser version of Disney World, and Disney World also sucks. So that means Disneyland is actually terrible. Why Ricky for the 300 bits? It happened to me, and watching this video saved my life. Laughed my ass off, thanks. Now my nanny is in jail for snorting the foolish dust. Oh my god. Philip for the 25! I'm back and my mom called you hot again. Why is she calling me hot every day? Thank you, Philip, for the 25. What the hell? Dree Barnes for the 300 bets. Don't get scared, but I saw The Fly by Pickle Rick. You're capping. They're not at Disneyland. Where the fuck are they? Is she gonna abandon the kid here? Did she find out the kid had cancer? She told him they were going to Disneyland. She drove him 4 hours into the middle of nowhere and just kicked him to the curb. Oh, this is gonna be so fucked. This isn't Disneyland.
This is Disneyland, Mom?
This is where the shuttle comes to pick you.
This is where your road ends, Timmy. This is where your road ends. I'm leaving you.
To pick us up.
Oh.
Now, Brian, wait right here. I'm gonna go park the car in the parking lot.
Where is it, Mom?
Bro has earrings at 7? Is that common? I don't know. Is that common? No, people get their toddlers' ears pierced.
It's not far. I'll be right back.
No, that is actually common now. People get their toddlers' ears pierced all the time.
I'm okay.
I feel like it's just uncommon you see somebody that's young have both of their ears pierced.
Okay.
Mom, can I come?
I'll be right back, Brian. I promise.
I could come with you.
I know, sweetie. Just...
Why would you just leave your son if he had cancer? Like, that doesn't even make logical sense. Like, you abandon your kid, you're gonna get arrested for abandoning a child. And what's the point?
Stay right there.
Too much money for the treatment? The bills. It's the bills? Yeah, okay, if it's the bills, then Gavin for the sub. Like, I'm not advocating for leaving your son with cancer. That's completely fucked up. But, like, if it's the bills that are the issue, maybe, like, put up your kid for adoption, not drop him off the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and try and get away with that. Like, what the fuck? Can't afford it, so? This is just a shitty parent.
Okay. Mom, I'm sorry
For what, sweetie?
for being sick.
Oh, that's so fucked.
Okay, Brian. You're gonna get better soon.
Bro, they keep changing the spelling of Brian, and I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. The first time it was Brian with an I, now it's Brian with a Y.
Soon. I promise. Just stay right there. And don't worry. And try to stay warm before then, okay?
You're
Okay,
in
Mom.
Florida. Wait, no, they're in California. It's even fucking warmer. The hell? Try and stay warm, okay? Mom, we're in California. It's fucking 80 degrees outside. It's the middle of summer. Do you like Max Taylor? Can you stop spamming the shit out of that? Like, figure it the fuck out. Can you stop spamming the shit out of this? Yes, I am friend. You actually spammed it another day, too. Very weird that you're so intrigued by that, but yes, I know, Max. What the fuck? Production quality is doo-doo? Oh, yeah, that's all these videos. Maybe the kid will become Walter White. And he'll start a meth lab. That looks like piss. That does not look like blood. That does not even look like blood. He coughed up pee. Maybe he's just been vaping. He really believed her that this is the fucking bus stop to the goddamn Disneyland? They're in a warehouse parking lot. What the fuck are you crying for like this is some emotional decision? You just don't abandon your son. Why are you acting like this is out of your control? Just pick up your son. You're the one that's leaving him.
Michelle never went back to Brian that day. Brian, left alone, walked around to seek help. First, people referred him to the police to seek out his mother, as Brian didn't know who his dad was. In the meantime, Brian was kept at a shelter for boys, where he got bullied and beat up. Within one day, he ran away and tried to seek out more help, but the other strangers he met were not any help. Instead, they stole from him as well.
What the fuck? Kid gets cancer, gets abandoned, goes to a shelter, gets bullied, runs away, goes to get help, gets mugged. What the fuck?
Brian soon got scared of people.
This is like the darkest scenario possible, Samir.
And decided he was better off on his own.
Oh, he dropped a Mickey.
Could someone please give me money? Please? Or
Hungry will code HTML for food. There is no fucking shot this kid knows how to code HTML. And why is that what he's offering? Will code HTML for food.
please, sir, can you give me some money?
throw a quarter in his face. That would make it worse. That would have been a genuine Samir video here. Just, he grabs it. He says, oh, I'll be right back. And he goes and gets 100 pennies and throws them in his face.
Money?
Oh, he gave him a quarter. He actually did give him a quarter. That is so fucked. To be fair, if you saw a kid this young on the street with a sign that said, "Will code for food," wouldn't you think that this is some, like, scam and his parents are making him act homeless? That's what I would think. If I saw a kid with a fucking "Will code for HTML" sign on the goddamn road and he's like 7 years old, I'd be like, this is a scam. Like, this has to be a scam. Like, there's no shot this is real. Did I tell y'all about the time that I offered to buy food for a homeless guy and he refused because he wanted money instead? I don't usually give homeless people money, but I'll go up to them and I'll say, like, yo, do you want food or something? And he says, unless you can get me a Philly cheesesteak, I don't want it. I was like, dude, there's a grocery store right there. Like, I'll get you anything. He was like, no. I was like, you're a fucking dick. Then I walked away. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I made a TikTok about it, I think, like, a year ago. It was probably, like, a year ago today. He was, like, outside of my gym, and I walk out to him, and I'm like, yo, do you want anything? Because there's a grocery store, like, fucking 10 feet next to it. And he's like, no. I was like, okay. I was like, do you need anything else? Money. Okay, no. Do you want food? A Philly cheesesteak. Well, I can't get you a fucking Philly cheesesteak. I was like, you're really being picky? Like, I'm offering to get you anything at a grocery store, and you're denying that. Like, what the fuck? So, I usually try to get him food because, like, you never know. Like, that guy literally 100%. I'm not saying all homeless people. I'm saying that guy 100% would have used the money for drugs. No doubt. The fact that he denied all help that I gave him and he only wanted money or a Philly cheesesteak, he would have bought something fucking... He would have bought drugs. Oh, somebody redeemed Flex. Or he was a fake homeless guy. One of the two. Like, there's a lot of shit. Like, you can never tell, because I think that's fucked up. When people fake being homeless, that's just that's literally absurd.
Oh, that's the boy?
Yes.
That's the boy. They go up to him. So, you want a software job, eh? How well can you code Python?
Hi, Brian.
Hi.
How the hell do you know his name? How the hell do you know his name?
I told you I would come back this morning, and I'm back. I had to tell my boss about your situation, and we'd like to help you.
Just like I told you this morning, I don't want anyone's help anymore. A few days ago, someone stole from me and physically assaulted me. Please, I just want to be returned to my mom.
I know, Brian. My boss, he wants to help you. He wants to help you to find your mom. He wants to help you find shelter. And he's a good man. And I'm sorry you had to go through this. No, please, come back.
You think this guy is in the video? Like, do you think this guy's an actor? Or do you think he's just in the shot? I'm so intrigued by this. Do you think he is in? I think he is not an actor. I think he is a random guy, and he's staring directly at the camera like, what the fuck is going on? And she has to keep cool, so they don't have to retake the scene.
Hi.
What the fuck is he doing?
Brian? I'm Sam.
Please, leave me alone. I don't want any more help.
My assistant Amber told me about what happened to you.
I could make you rich, son. There's a pound of cocaine in this bag here.
When are you going to make another tier list?
You want to
vid and
smuggle it
watch out
across the
flies
border for
behind
me?
you and it's mad dogging you.
You get 10%. You smuggle the drugs, you get the money. Then you're not homeless anymore. He's a mafia drug runner. In this bag, it's a lot of opium. A lot of opium. Now, all you got to do is walk over to that guy there and hand it to him. That's all you got to do. Abby for the sub. Gavin for the sub. Lisk for the sub. Planetary Snake. Dwayne for the sub. Why Ricky for the 300 bits. When are you going to make another tier list video and watch out the flies behind you? The fly is not behind me, you fucking liar. I want to do an ice cream truck tier list of all the candies and ice cream trucks pretty soon. I don't really know when, though.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. The world is full of cruel people.
PThemex for the 300 bits. Thanks for being a W streamer. You are carrying my summer so far. Dub. Thank you.
Brian, I understand you want to be left.
They keep... I'm gonna fucking freak out. Brian, look. Brian with an I. Brian with an I, and then Brian with a Y. Oh my god.
There's some cash, some groceries. There's a cell phone with my number.
There's some cash, some groceries, and there's a secret compartment at the bottom. Look what's inside, Brian.
In it. It's also a number with to a local shelter.
Ah! Bro, they really didn't retake that. He actually just fucked that.
My number in it. It's also a number with to a local shelter.
There's also a number with to a local shelter. That doesn't even make sense.
It's also a number.
There's also a number to a local shelter. He just added with a, realized that he didn't fucking say the words right, and then changed it.
To a local shelter. And Brian, if you know your parents' number, please give them a call too. I hope you find some help soon.
Dude, they could literally call some, like, there's, like, government services that, like, get kids off the streets. Like, this isn't like, oh, the kid's just screwed.
Wait. I'm not doing so well.
Wait, no, I gotta get sunglasses for this. Hold up. Wait, I'm not doing so well. And he just put them on? Ew! Dude, that's barbecue sauce. Get, like, pig's blood or something. Make it fucking realistic. Pizza for the 1,050 bits. Hey, Joe, want to let you know that your streams make me happy and make me laugh a lot. Literally haven't eaten anything since Saturday, dude. My 4 wisdom teeth extractions. Damn. You're the GOAT? That's a dub. Not the fact that you had your wisdom teeth out, but, I mean, it'll be dub once they're healed. Ethan for the sub. Thank you, Pizza, for 1,000 bits.
Before that day got darker, Brian...
Wait, now I gotta replay that. It literally is the most replayed part of the video.
So well.
I'm not doing so well. What the fuck is the purpose of this? He doesn't even say anything.
Before that day got darker, Brian decided to trust once more and give Sam a chance. Sam and his assistant Amber wanted to immediately help Brian and took him to the hospital. Sam, being a billionaire, took him to the best doctor.
A billionaire? A billionaire. A billionaire. Not even realistic, like, oh, he's rich. A billionaire, Samir. You're really shaping this one out? He's top 500 richest people alive, and he somehow found Brian.
To treat his tumor. Brian was very grateful to Sam and Amber and grew very close to them quickly. Sam provided Brian with a place to stay in his mansion and used his resources to track down his mother. When he was unable to find his mom...
Dude, why is he trying to go back to his mom? His mom's a bitch.
He adopted him legally. After numerous expensive surgeries...
He got adopted by a billionaire? Now that's a dub. Gavin for the sub. You got adopted by a billionaire? Worlds for the sub. Justin, 500 bits. I know this is random, but I watch your videos about military basic training, but I want to say I'm a combat camera. What is a combat camera?
To remove Brian's tumor and save his life, there was other complications that occurred, and Brian had a minor stroke during his life.
Shave his head! Dude, they put like fucking paper mache. That doesn't even look like a bald cap. They put like paper mache on his fucking head.
Complications that occurred, and Brian had a minor stroke.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck?
During his last procedure that left him in a coma.
Dude, he's not even in a hospital. They're just in a random bed. Where's the breathing tube attached to? There's no machine. He's just wearing a mask with nothing connected.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, it's
Tough
Brian with
little
an
guy.
eye this time.
I've never had a child of my own, Brian.
I've never had a child of my own, Brian. As you see, I'm infertile. My sperm count isn't very good.
This billionaire also was subbed to Sammer's channel because he was in the same predicament as well and became rich and learned how to become a better person.
Oh, this billionaire was subbed to Samir? Oh, so he's actually a billionaire, and now he's acting in this. Jamal for the sub. Brian, I really wanted you to be my son. As you can see, the last 7 children I've adopted have also died. You know, I'm not very good at taking care of kids. We cured your cancer, actually. I just forgot to feed you, you know? I've had that problem with everything I've ever owned. Goldfish to dogs, cats, you know. I always forget, you know, I have to actually keep them alive. And we cured your cancer, but, you know, you're going to die of malnutrition. It's too late. Somebody name something that went bad today. What the fuck went bad today so far? My gym lift was trash. I ate a cold ass sausage for breakfast. That was pretty rough. I didn't heat it up enough. But I was too lazy to reheat it, so I just ate it and it was cold. Jamal for the sub, Greek for the sub.
never could actually find a woman to fall in love with, to have one. I never really had the time with my business and all, but these last few months with you have completed me.
Sounds like some whack-ass
I found your mom.
What the fuck is this?
She stays far from here, out in Vegas.
Oh, the mom lives in Vegas? Jesus Christ.
I believe she did what she did because these surgeries are more expensive than she can afford. But don't worry.
Blake! He hasn't blinked!
I found your mom. She stays far from here, out in Vegas. I believe she did what she did because these surgeries are more expensive.
Oh my God, he's not blinking.
Afford. But don't worry.
He hasn't blinked.
I'm not gonna leave you. Now, God damn it, Brian. You better not leave me.
Bro, that was like 30 seconds and he didn't blink. He blinked before. No, he blinked before the scene started. He blinked at the beginning, but then he didn't blink for like 30 seconds, bro. What the fuck? It was just a wide-ass stare. Brian, you're gonna live through this.
Dad?
He just took off the breathing tube. Or the fucking mask. The oxygen mask. He took off the oxygen. What? What, now he's fine? Now he's fucking cured? A hug? Get pranked, nerd. Yeah, literally. 15 years later.
Hey, I'm here. Are you sure you still want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, Brian. Best of luck.
Thanks,
now it's
Dad.
Brian with an eye again.
I love you, son.
He's gonna go knock on his mom's door. You know how you left me, Mom? Well, a billionaire adopted me and cured my cancer. take the L, bitch.
Hi, can I help you?
Name something that went well today. Started packing for my vacation. That's pretty good. Started to remember stuff. Normally I forget shit. I made a whole list. That was a dub. I had a high IQ play there. Making a list for packing. Never used to do that. Always used to show up. One time I went on vacation and forgot to pack underwear. You would think you would remember that, you know? you would think you would remember that. Mr. Electrify for the 1,000 bits. Joe, I'm at work right now, and they said that I'm fired if they catch me watching Twitch, but I'll risk it for your stream. What, did you already get caught before? Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Stop watching me if you're at work and you're going to get fired. What is your schedule for the rest of this week and next week? Next week, I'm not streaming, Jam. I'm on vacation. Sunday to Sunday, I won't be live. That's why I've been streaming so fucking much. Today is reactions. Tomorrow is unbanned/reactions. Then I'm done from Sunday to Sunday. I'll be posting 4 YouTube videos that week while I'm gone and TikToks every day. So I'll still be on every other platform but Twitch. But then when I'm back, I'll be streaming nonstop until I go on vacation again the 13th of July. I'll be streaming a lot this summer. It'll just be kind of more sporadic until I'm done these 2 vacations that I have.
It's me, Mom.
Isn't it weird how 15 years later he looks old as shit and she looks exactly the fucking same? They didn't age her at all.
Mom.
No way!
I knew one day you would come and find me, Brian.
No, you didn't. You said she was... No, 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 no. You dropped him off there thinking that he was gonna fucking die.
You did, Mom? I thought you left me because I had cancer. Did you even think I was still alive?
Brian, I knew. There was a part of me that always knew you were alive.
By the way, I always knew that you were alive. I'm really in debt. Do you have any money for your mom? Do you have any money for me? Because I'm really in debt.
Why didn't you come back for me? Why did you just leave me in California?
Brian, it wasn't that easy. When I first found out you had cancer, and then when your dad...
No shout out, this would be a calm conversation. If this is me, and she fucking left me, and 15 years later, I was fucking alive, and I actually went to go see her, I would be like, you bitch. You fucking bitch. You left me to die, and now my dad's a goddamn billionaire, and I'm gonna fucking buy your goddamn home and foreclose on it, because my dad owns the fucking banks, and you're gonna be goddamn homeless. You're gonna feel what it's like to be homeless, bitch. Too far? I don't give a fuck. What do you mean too far? How's that too far?
Left me. I couldn't afford it myself, and insurance stopped paying.
How is that too far? She literally left her son to die. That's doing too much. Laugh my ass off. Oh, sorry, Taylor. Sorry, it wasn't funny. Sorry, I had an unfunny take there, Taylor. Oh, my bad, Taylor. Sorry, that wasn't funny there. Oh, my bad. We'll move on.
I understand, Mom.
333 bets. They put saran wrap on his head. They did.
I wasn't as healthy or strong as Jake or Todd. Sorry I was such a burden on you.
It's okay.
Sorry it was too far, chat. Sorry it was too far. Sorry it wasn't funny. My bad. Like what?
It's not your fault. But hey, you turned out fine.
Why'd she
I
touch him
always
like
knew
that?
you would turn out fine. You have your father's looks. And his luck.
Get power of attorney and put her in a nursing home. He wouldn't have power of attorney. It would probably be somebody else. Definitely for the sub.
Here I am, just trying to keep the water on.
Bro, she said it's okay. No, I was fucking with her. But she always does that. Like, when Taylor always does that. Whenever I go far, she's like, too far. And then I'm like, damn. Fuck, was that cringe? Or some shit? Ugh. No, it's chilling now. I'm not pressed.
I want to help you.
Nah, yes you do. Every time I do reactions, I'll take shit far, and then I be laughing. Nah, but you always type, nah, too far. Nah, that wasn't funny. Nah, not funny, but you'll say something else. Hold up. World star her? No, stop saying L Taylor. Taylor's fine. She's my mod. W Taylor. What the fuck are you talking about? Is he writing her a check?
I always knew you would turn out fine. You have your father's looks. And his luck. Here I am, just trying to keep the water on.
Fuck you. You're gonna keep trying to keep the water on, because I'm not helping you at all. Literally. Fuck her. I don't give a shit. Angel for the sub. If I had somebody abandon me, fuck that. I would not help her. What?
I want to help you.
You too?
Is the profile pic from Social Blade your home? What are you talking about? Social Blade. This? My YouTube. Now we got some reactions today. We got some. Is this my house? The picture, the picture of me with an Among Us character, a Lamborghini, me with that, and Alvin and the Chipmunk. Yeah, no. Actually, though, Taylor, if I pissed you off there, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to get you mad. I feel like I pissed Taylor off. Is Taylor mad? Did Taylor leave the stream? Oh, God. Now I feel upset. Oh, no, she's still here. Okay, word. Nah, bro. Okay. We're chilling. Simple for the sub. You didn't? Dude, I don't know. You said I took it too far, and then I kind of matched that energy, and I just didn't want to be like... I didn't want to piss you off. Did you hear about Jake Paul fighting a real boxer? Who's Jake Paul fighting? He's writing her a check for a penny. Oh my God, that's what I would do. What is it? It was a joke.
Thank you, son.
I'm not helping her at all. Why is he happy? I'm not helping her at all. Bitch, I'm gonna say that check is void. That goes to a bank account that doesn't exist. Fuck you.
All I needed was love.
Bro! Somebody redeemed Flex really hard. God damn it. Friendly paralysis demon for the 300 bits. I saw you last night. I kept waking up. I actually had sleep paralysis last night. Oh my God, that's what happened that was bad today. I had sleep paralysis for like a fucking minute. That shit is terrifying. Sleep paralysis is one of the 3 most terrifying things you could experience in life. That's cap. One of the most 10. Another one, dissociating from reality. If you get in like a really weird zoned out mental state and you dissociate, that is the second most terrifying thing you could experience. Actually, dissociating from reality is fucking awful. Okay, can we turn off the name something that went well today? Because people keep redeeming it. Yeah, turn that shit back off. I'm actually going to remove that as a fucking channel point. Somebody fucking refund that guy that just did it and then turn it off. Because that shit is too cheap and everybody just redeems it 10 times. Not 10 great things happened today. He's better than me. I would have threw the C4 I had in my armpit and ran out the door. That's just me, though. You would have threw C4 at your own mom? I don't know about that one.
I know, son.
We can't control the limit? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying turn it off. You can like remove it.
No.
From redemption.
Your son died the day you left.
Oh, Tommy Fury? Oh, he's fighting Tommy Fury? Your son died your son died the day you left him. I'm not your son anymore. Hardcore.
I'm someone else's son now.
Why did he give her a check then? I would not give her money.
Brian.
I would not give her a check.
No matter if someone is healthy or sick, sometimes all they need is your love for
Why did he give her a fucking check? I wouldn't have given her shit.
Lived a year with love is worth more than a life lived 100 years without it. Hey, I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. If you can, drop it a like. It will truly mean a lot to me. It only takes less than a second, and it will make you feel a lot
It was
better.
a guilt trip. Oh, he gave her money and then said she's not, I'm not your son or some shit. That's not really a good guilt trip, though. He probably still gave her like 10 grand. It's a fucking whack-ass amount of money. All right, Gary Sausage's alligator suit experiment. This is going to be a fucking shitter. Hold on, let me scan this video. Somebody sent this to me, and it actually seems like the dumbest video in the world. It's in such low quality, too, because it's an older video. I'll leave you alone only for tonight, Joe, since you had a cold sausage this morning. What? The alligator suit. Oh, not Gary Sausage. Did I say Gary Sausage? Gary Saurage.
99% of people have a 9-to-5 job. I have everyone's bucket list job. It's a daily job, but I can't see doing anything else. Now, it's about to get a whole lot deadlier.
Oh my god, dude.
This
chat, would you pet an like, you know how they have like alligator fucking viewings and shit at some zoos and stuff, and you can like pet them? Would you ever pet an alligator? Absolutely the fuck not. I'm getting nowhere near that goddamn animal. No. That thing would rip you apart in 5 seconds.
It's Big Al. He's certified by Texas Parks and Wildlife to be the largest alligator in the state.
See, and then you got dumbasses like this guy that fucking tap him on the nose, and they're like, and then they get their hand bit off.
He had no problem making a meal out of me. As you can see, I push his patience to the brink. For years, I have caught thousands of live alligators.
Wrestle him! Wrestle!
But nothing, I mean
Whoa!
nothing, has ever been more dangerous than looking like an alligator.
Did y'all see that one video on TikTok the other day of somebody? It was like some woman that was like handling an alligator, and it literally bit her arm off. I don't think it's on TikTok anymore, but it bit her arm, and then it did a death roll, and it ripped her arm off.
That's because an alligator...
Dude, if he tries to get close to an alligator in that getup, I'm actually going to freak out.
...than looking like an alligator.
Oh, he's going to die. Oh, he's going to die. Does he die? Okay.
That's because an alligator is territorial. He's going to challenge you.
Ah! Oh my
I've been
God.
telling people for years, the best way to catch alligators without stressing the alligator out is to be the alligator.
Jeremy for the sub.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this suit on, and I'm going to actually swim a pond. We've got about an 11-foot alligator laying on the other side of this pond.
You would have to pay me an absurd amount of money to do this. To dress up. I don't even think they would do this in the Jackass movies. I don't think you could convince Steve-O to do this. To put on an alligator suit and swim in the water with them. Dude, they're going to kill you. Jeremy for the sub.
I'm going to see if I can completely swim up to that alligator. Let's see how this suit performs.
Dude, it's not even a good suit. It's like a fucking half suit.
All right, now guys, once again, this is a prototype that we're dealing with here. Obviously, the best way to go with this thing is to have an all one-piece suit that's kind of been airbrush painted to look like an alligator so I can move a little better, and that is what we'll get to. However, this looks pretty real. I think the alligators are going to go for this.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, but then they're going to see your fucking face sticking out of it, and they're going to realize you're not a goddamn alligator. I feel like they would have some weird sense of smell, too. You know what I mean? Like, they'll be able to fucking sense if you're an alligator or not.
You know, I've caught thousands of alligators in my life. I'm bored of catching alligators.
Steve-O did it with no suit? No, Steve-O tightrope walked with chicken in his pants where alligators would snap at him.
Be the alligator.
I feel like that's better than this. He's gonna be the alligator. Oh my God, dude. There's no fucking shot.
There's 45 alligators in this pond, and they're used to being hand-fed. Let's see what they think about it.
They're not gonna, dude, they're not gonna think you're an alligator. They're not gonna think you look nothing like an alligator.
Suit. This alligator, he's coming off the bank to challenge me. Alligators on the bank, no, they're
Dude, if they
vulnerable.
grab him and get him in a death roll, he'll just die.
Their security is in the water. So if I can get this close to an alligator on land, imagine what I can do in the water.
Dude, it has
There
to
is
know that
no
he's not
way
an alligator.
I could get this close to an 11-foot alligator without this suit.
If this was me, that's the moment where I would shart myself. I would shit my pants thinking that it's rushing me.
This suit.
Damn, aren't they fast as shit, too? How fast can an alligator run? Mr. Cookie for the sub. How fast can an alligator run? An alligator can run 20 miles an hour. In the water! It can run 35 miles an hour on land. How? 35 miles an hour on land. Wow. Wow. Dude, that's faster than the fastest human ever. Usain Bolt ran, what, 27 miles an hour? Diamond Mash for the 300 bits. Have you seen the Smile trailer? I think you'd like it. Looks good. What is Smile? Like a movie?
All right, guys, as you can see, I got 5 feet, less than 5 feet from that alligator. Now, we're going to see if we can get closer to a group of alligators.
No, dude. What if they converge on you and they fucking tear you to shreds? Oh my god, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Dude, this has to be like a movie type shit. Dude, he's actually army crawling in a fucking alligator suit. Dude, he looks nothing like an alligator. He's like clearly a person. I don't even think they know he's there. I don't think it's because he's in an alligator suit.
That is an 11-foot alligator. I am 5 feet 8 inches. He dwarfs me. If I looked like a human, he'd certainly hit the water.
He doesn't even see you. It's not because you look like an alligator, you're behind him. See, now you're obviously a Oh. Does this actually work? Does this actually work? Maybe. Dude, he looks nothing like an alligator. It's just regular for the 5 gifted subs. Dub in the chat. That is fucking nuts. It's just regular for 5 subs. Thank you. Dude, it does work. What's it done in the chat, though?
I did that and stood up as a person so you could see you're not going to walk up on that alligator as a person. Does it work? Even though it's still in the primitive stages, I think we got a winner.
I need to see him go head on at an alligator. Oh my god, no shot I would get in the water with that motherfucker.
I want to get my back out of the water. I want to show him I'm the alpha male. You see him back off a little bit when I did that? When I came up and showed my back, he moved out. This is the beauty of this suit. See that? What I did, I just intimidated him. You notice he's not coming here to get me.
You see what I did? I just intimidated him. And then out of the fucking muck, it snags his hand. Drags him in.
I just got intimidated when I put my back out of the water.
Never in a million years would I do this. He is staring down an alligator right now. I don't think they think he's an alligator. I think they're just confused. You know what I mean? It's more of like a curiosity. Because they're staring at him like, what the fuck? Oh, those are baby ones. Okay, you see, I would do it with that one. I think I could kill that. If it bit me, it might harm me, but I think I could take one of these alligators. I would wear this suit and do it with them. Because I don't think they could kill me. You know what I mean? Like, I think they might rip my arm off. But I don't think they would be able to, you know, get me. He is terrified. There's no shot he feels perfectly calm. Oh my god, dude.
Guys, that was truly exciting. I knew.
Dude, no fucking shot. You either die as an alligator catcher or you live long enough to see yourself become the alligator. This must have been terrifying from the alligator's perspective. Other alligators are already a threat to you, but one of them can suddenly stand upright and tower over you. You ain't gonna risk messing with that kind of sorcery. Dude, I need to see his other videos. I'm gonna look up Gary Saurage. I need to see if he has other shit. Here's a different video that's not, that's a little, this isn't Gary, but this is insane. This is actually insane. Should we watch, oh my god, should we watch the video about the gorillas now? Because it kind of, like, leads along with it. Should we watch the Brave Wilderness video now? Because it's them tracking down the biggest gorillas they can find. It's fucking insane. Damn, and then there would be no need for the militias. That's a fucking dub. That is a fucking W video. It's also a little donation video. He's raised 400 grand. I mean, this was over basically a year ago, but damn, dude. That's fucking dope. Alright. Who is the poorest person in the world? Meet Jerome Curviel.
This is not a usual topic you would find yourself searching about or watching videos on. It's common that people search about wealth and who is topping the charts on their way to becoming rich. Your usual search bar might hold words like who is the richest man in the world or something along those lines. But have you ever wondered who the poorest man in the world is? How did he come to a level that he can be named the poorest man in the world? How did he get there? Well, that's what this video is all about. We're going to talk about Jerome Curviel, what his life was like, what happened along the way, and how did he become the poorest man in the world. Jerome Curviel was said to be a computer genius. He is a French rogue trader, consultant, and
how much in debt do you think he is, chat?
Former employee as a junior trader at the social.
It's not Amber Heard. Amber Heard is currently in, like, what, $7 million in debt? I think she's $7 million in debt, right? Just about. Because she has a net worth of 6. Probably more, because a net worth doesn't mean your actual money. She owes Johnny Depp, what, like another $8 million? She's mad. She's in mad
one of the
debt.
largest banks in all of Europe. He started working at the bank in the summer of 2000. Curviel studied at the University of Nantes and graduated with a bachelor's in finance. He further went to pursue a master's degree in the year 2000 from the University of Lyon, specializing in organization and control of the financial markets.
How much are you gonna bet he put money into some whack-ass stock, and then he lost something and went into debt with that? It's always like finance people. Like, you physically can't go in that much debt unless you made some whack-ass decision to put you in that amount of debt.
He earned about $66,000 a year. In 2006, it was reported that Curviel started creating fictitious trades. At first, these were relatively small, but gradually started increasing in size and frequency. In 2007, Curviel had been trading profitably in anticipation of falling market prices, but the bank claims he was involved in unauthorized trades. These unauthorized trades totaled about just under 50 billion euros. To cover this up, losing trades were created to counter the profits that were made. The unauthorized trading was eventually uncovered by the bank and was traced back to Curviel in 2008. So, Societe Generale closed out the positions over 3 days of trading, causing a large dip in the market in equity indices and losses that were estimated at about 4.9 billion euros or $7 billion. Even though Societe Generale...
What do you do if you're $7 billion in debt? Links for the sub. What do you do if you're kill yourself? Oh my god. Yeah, Kermit. Dude, like you just die. How do you get 7 billion in debt? GG go next. GG go next. Unlucky. Unlucky go next. That's really an unlucky go next, dude.
Claims that Curviel had worked alone. It seems weird how much unauthorized trading had gone unnoticed at all. He was practicing this way out of his authoritative limit and could not have done all of this on his own. If the fake trades were ever brought up, Curviel would call it a mistake and cancel at the moment, only to later replace it with another transaction, while using tools to conceal detection. Societe Generale
So he
stated
was
in a
doing
report
fucking
that
fake
Kerviel was
trade
involved in
shady
a series
shit.
of trade frauds. Kerviel's lawyers reported that Societe Generale wanted to hide losses that were incurred from the public and create a distraction from it. They said that the bank brought this scandal upon themselves. Thanks to Kerviel, the bank had made a profit of $2 billion in the year 2007. He would use many ways to conceal the traders from the bank's internal controls to avoid getting detected. Hundreds and thousands of trades can be hidden behind fake hedge trades. Kerviel was cautious and would close the trade within 2 or 3 days, just before the internal control system would kick in. Then, these positions would be shifted to a new trade. Reportedly, Kerviel had no personal profit from these trades and was very cooperative.
So he had no profit from these trades. He made a company $2 billion and then he got in debt for $7 billion. That is so fucked. That is so fucked. How do you work at a bank and are the poorest man on earth? Literally, Will for the 300 bets. Chilling for the 300 bets. Will for the 300 bets again. I added up. Jeff Bezos has enough money to give everybody in the U.S. $1 million. You're wrong. You're wrong. No. Jeff Bezos does not have enough money to give everybody in the U.S. $1 million. Oh, my God. Now I have to fucking... Oh, my God. Now I have to prove you wrong. Yeah, I hate when people say this. I literally hate when people say this. U.S. population. U.S. population is 300... I'm assuming $100, though? Yes, $100. Or so. No, actually less. He can give everybody, what, $10? Even less. No, more. No, he can give more. The world population is 329 million. Jeff Bezos' net worth is 134 billion. Let me whip out the calculator. Got to hold it sideways because it's a big number. He's worth $137 billion. Wow, that is a lot of zeros. That is a lot of zeros. Divided by 300 and what? 56 million? He can give everybody $300. He can't give everybody $1 million. And it would do nothing. If you gave everybody $300, it would do nothing.
With the investigation, he also told the prosecutors that there were many others who were practicing such trades at Societe Generale. He did admit...
The population is almost 8 billion. He said everybody in the U.S., Michael. U.S., United States, not world.
That he had exceeded the authoritative limit that the bank had given to him, but he did all of this to increase profits. On January 24th, 2008, Societe Generale filed a lawsuit against the 31-year-old for creating fraudulent documents, using forged documents, and attacking the automated system. Alongside the bank, a few of the shareholders filed a lawsuit as well for fraud, breach of trust, and forgery. The Paris branch of Societe Generale and Kerviel's apartment were raided to take in any documents related to the case for analysis and investigation. Kerviel himself was taken into custody on January 26, 2008. He was initially supposed to be detained for 24 hours, but it extended to a 48-hour hold. His phone records were checked and he was questioned to get a know-how about what had happened and who else was involved. On January 28th, Kerviel...
Oh my God, tell me how much money he's in debt.
...was charged with abuse of confidence and illegal access to computers. These charges carried a maximum sentence of 3 years prison term. On June 8, 2010, Kerviel was found guilty and sentenced to 5 years prison time, along with 2 years suspended full repayment of the $6.7 billion that was lost, and a permanent ban from working in the financial sector.
So he's in debt $6.7 billion. How do you pay that off?
Services. In October 2012, a Paris appeal court reduced the sentence to 3 years. Kerviel had willingly turned himself in to the French authorities for his prison sentence. Eventually, Jerome Kerviel was named the poorest man in the world, as he had a debt of about $6.7 billion owing to Societe Generale. Little did he know his...
See, here's the thing now.
His lifelong hard work and earning could be all thrown away after a series of fraud trades in London.
Here's the thing now. He'll never pay that off. He'll be able to live a regular life, not in debt. Or he'll be in debt. He'll be able to live a semi-regular life. He won't pay almost any of it off, and when he dies, the debt goes away. That's how it is sometimes. Just because you're in debt doesn't mean you're poor. It means you're poor. It doesn't mean you're homeless. Everybody always assumes, like, oh, if you're $6 billion in debt, you would automatically be homeless. No. He's just in debt. He'll never pay it off. A lot of very rich, seemingly, people are in a massive amount of debt. They'll just die with their debt, and it'll get either transferred to their kids or it'll die with them. That's how it works. That's another thing there. If you have parents that are in very large amount of debt, that doesn't make sense. If you have parents that are in a very large amount of debt, Does that sound right? I don't know. If you have parents that are in debt, that might get transferred to you. Just a heads up. Just a heads up there. You might be in debt. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. You might be in debt. Just heads up. Oh, shit. How to survive a nuke. This is going to be a dumbass video. You don't. The number one answer here. You don't. How to survive a nuke. You don't. You die.
It's happened. A nuclear explosion. If you weren't killed in the initial blast, the fallout can finish the job. Whether it's an act of war or terrorism, all that really matters in the moments after the blast is that there are ways to save yourself and your loved ones. So, how is it possible to stay safe?
It's not. It's not. You're gonna die. You're likely going to die.
Here's what you can do.
What am I gonna run in my basement with a fucking bottle of water and a can of beans and sit in there for fucking 3 years? I'll starve to death.
Survive a nuclear attack.
You'll die. Answer. There. Boom. Done.
The worst thing about a nuclear attack is that there are multiple ways it can kill you. The explosion, the heat, and the radiation can all cause damage and death.
Or I eat that. Or I tell the nuke to go away. Or tell the nuke no. Yeah, literally. Rad for the sub. Chilling for 300 bits. The nuke doesn't have my consent to kill me. So it can't. Boom. Done.
In this day and age, a nuclear device can be small enough to be concealed and carried by a single person, or it can be a missile. You can have a few minutes warning, or no warning at all. The flash from the bomb can kill you by burning or vaporizing you. After that, a shockwave can crush your house or smash you with debris.
What would be my last words before a nuke blew me up? Unlucky. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen a spot that's... Maybe I shouldn't have lived in New Jersey. It's very close to the White House. Maybe I should have lived in North Dakota. Maybe I should have... Maybe GG go next. GG go next.
Breathe. If you survive the initial blast...
I'm underage, so the radiation can't touch me.
Your first problem is radiation fallout.
I'm dead. The radiation is going to fucking kill me.
Radioactive soil and debris that rains down on us after the blast.
How do you not know how to survive a nuke? You played 60 seconds. Bro, that game is so not realistic. That game is so not realistic. And that also requires a nuclear shelter, which I don't have.
Is radiation fallout dangerous? It damages the very cells that our body is made of. Radiation is energy moving as waves or particles, and it exists everywhere around us, including in the sun, soil, and rocks.
And it's in bananas. If you saw my YouTube video, radiation is in bananas. Radiation equals bananas.
That kind of radiation is considered to be low-level radiation, and it's fairly safe. Medium-level radiation causes fever, headaches, and vomiting. High levels of radiation damage your internal organs severely and can kill you.
Or I turn into Deadpool. Hear me out here. Or I become Deadpool. That's literally what happens.
Honestly, just live in Kentucky. Nothing wants to go there.
That's facts. No one wants to live in Kentucky. No, actually, Kentucky has a higher population. Nobody wants to live in, like, Montana. If you're really trying to avoid a nuke, live in the middle of the United States, preferably up, closer to Canada, like North or South Dakota. That's probably like one of the best places if you're trying to avoid getting nuked.
A nuclear attack is definitely in the high-level category. So, what is your first priority after the blast? Well, the radiation fallout takes about 15 minutes to come down to ground level after the explosion, so in that time, you need to take cover. Step 1. Get inside. Brick or concrete buildings will protect you best against radiation. However, you don't have much time.
Okay, this is a shitty video for the sole reason that nuclear fallout and post-nuclear bomb radiation would last for so long that you running into a fucking building and sitting there, you're still gonna die. Because if you go outside, you'll die of radiation. What the fuck?
So don't waste it by looking around. It's important to get inside any structure as soon as you can.
No.
Take off your clothes. They're contaminated. Stay away from the roof and the outer walls of the building. Go to the basement or the middle of the building. Step 2. Shelter in place for 24 hours. The most dangerous fallout is during the first few hours after the explosion, because the radiation is most powerful then. Keep your loved ones inside.
What if I just say no? What if I just walk outside and I say, I don't feel anything wrong with me? Because that's how it works. When you walk outside, you're not going to feel anything wrong. You'll just randomly start, like, profusively vomiting and die. What if I just say, whatever, and I just keep walking? You know what I mean? Oh, nuclear bomb over there. Oh, let me just keep going on with my regular day.
If your family is
Danny for the sub.
Don't try to get together for the first 24
hours. No one lives in Arkansas. That is a good state. That is a good state to go to if you want to. Not a good state in general. A good state to go to if you want to survive nuke.
Hours. It's most important for everyone to stay inside, wherever they are. Step 3. Stay connected. If your cell phone, TV, and internet are all unavailable because of the attack, try battery-operated or crank radios. Tune in to any media you can to find out when it's safe to exit. And
no shot I learn how to use a fucking crank radio to... No. I'm gonna eyeball that shit. I'm gonna say, it's been about a day and a half. I'm gonna walk outside. I'm not gonna learn how to fucking operate a goddamn crank radio, okay? I'm gonna say, it doesn't look deadly outside, and I'm gonna stroll. Actually, no. New plan here. You go inside with someone else, right? You convince them that you know everything about nuclear bombs. And you say, we have to wait about a day and a half. They go outside first. And then you go later. And if they die, then you know it's bad news bears. Then you know that you're fucked, okay? Dealer for the sub.
Where you should go to stay safe and to reunite with family. Step 4, don't drive. The worst thing you can do is to get in your car and get stuck in gridlock along with everyone else as the fallout comes down.
The worst thing I could do is fucking walk around, though. I feel like getting in my car and driving once it's done is best.
Always, it's best to prepare ahead of time for dangerous events. You're probably not expecting a nuclear attack, but it doesn't hurt to be prepared. Look around.
Yeah, so let me just invest in a $2 million nuclear shelter for no fucking reason.
To identify potential shelters near your school, work, or home.
See little Timmy look at the nuke and say, who got the 25 kill streak?
Prepare an emergency supply kit and keep it in potential shelter locations. This kit should include bottled water, packaged food, medicine, and a flashlight. And buy a battery-powered or crank radio as well. A nuclear...
No one's using a fucking crank radio. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. No one's using a fucking crank radio, bitch. I'm gonna tune into the radio. Everybody's dead. How the fuck am I gonna hear so... Oh. No, what the one other dumb fuck that bought the crank radio after this video? The other guy that bought the other 1.7 million people. Oh, everybody's dead. The one other guy that bought a crank radio after watching this video. Me and him are gonna talk to each other.
Attack is
go to Wyoming. Yeah, that is a good spot.
Devastating. And depending on its size and how close you and your loved ones are to the explosion, it could be deadly. It could also lead to ruined cities, dysfunctional societies, and sickness. However, if you're...
Dude, this is just like the Fortnite season change. It's insane. It's insane how this video is copying off of that.
Prepared ahead of time, and you follow this advice, you'll improve your chances of surviving a nuclear attack. But if you're looking for something to pass the time while waiting for doomsday, you can always learn how to survive other life-threatening encounters. Do you know what to do?
Is the whole channel How to Survive? Really? There's no shot they can keep making videos. Okay, I was going to say, how to survive a taser. How to survive a taser. Just eat that shit, literally. How to survive a taser, just eat it. You're not going to die unless somebody tases you in, like, water or, like, the heart. You're probably fine. How to survive Niagara Falls. Don't go in it. What? The real reason why nobody watches CNN anymore. I can't wait for this fucking video. It's mainly the late night.
It used to be that when you were an author, you hoped your book would hit the New York Times bestseller list. If it did, your book sales would skyrocket. Traditional outlets, like the New York Times, once wielded power and prestige. They could influence everything, from the books you buy to the people you vote for, some say.
Yo, have you guys noticed that every book you ever see is a #1 New York Times bestseller? Is it that hard to become a New York Times bestseller? Like, I went into a BAM bookstore the other day, and every fucking book had a little sticker, and every book. And it was like, New York Times bestseller. New York Times bestseller. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you have to be on it for like a minute, and then you reach it? You sell like one book, it skyrockets you. Big money for the 3. I had cancer and was exposed to a lot of radiation. They said I would be safe if a nuke hit. They said I would be safe if a nuke hit. What?
But the power of mainstream media is way...
What? Will, for the 3 bits. Show make a video on how to survive a nuke. It's a 5-second video of you saying you're fucked. Yeah, literally.
Although CNN saw a considerable spike in viewership during the Capitol riots, as it tends to do when there's breaking news, their audience numbers on most days are abysmal. When CNN touted in this press release how it beat out MSNBC in views in April 2022, it ironically revealed that its own numbers weren't that great. CNN's flagship shows often bring in less than 200,000 daily views in the key 25 to 54 demographic.
Dude, this is my genuine reason on why TV as a whole is fucking dead, okay? Streaming services is where it's at. Late night TV is fucking dead. No one watches that shit, okay? If you watch it, it's just because your TV's on. I am a firm believer in the conspiracy theory that no one watches The Simpsons. And everyone that just watches The Simpsons just has their TV on. Everybody leaves their TV on in their house, and so it counts as a goddamn view when you're not there. No one fucking watches TV. You just leave your TV on. That's how it is. The fact that you're getting 200,000 daily views is fucking horse shit. XQC gets more than that. A fucking Twitch streamer. What the fuck? No one watches this shit.
Yet even their views online are often...
It's not even just CNN. It's every news station. Nobody watches news. Nobody watches late night TV. It's all ass. Bert for the sub.
...than those of independent YouTubers. Why are...
Literally!
...powerful networks with millions...
Fucking Marquez Brownlee has more than the Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, and CNBC. CNBC. I said CNBC. I fucking said 2 N's there. He has more than all of them combined.
Dollars of backing behind them, getting fewer views than some individual content creators. I thought about my time working as a television reporter, most recently in London.
The Simpsons is good. I'll take. The Simpsons and Family Guy are bad shows. Repeatable. The same show over and over. I love South Park. Everybody says South Park's repeatable. That's so cap. They talk about daily events and shit. It takes 6 days to make a South Park episode. It takes 2 months to make a Family Guy episode. They don't talk about any daily events. They just repeat the same fucking joke over and over again. South Park is at least relevant. South Park, Rick and Morty, all good fucking shows. Gravity Falls, good show. Fucking Simpsons, get that shit off the air, bro. 40 fucking seasons. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants to see Bart Simpson cry again and do his dumbass skateboard. And Mr. Burns try to ruin the fucking world again. Oh, hooray. It's the same show over and over again, dude. Think of something else. Will for the 300 bets. My family got rid of cable because all the news is on social media and you don't need TV. Literally.
New day and a new prime minister.
You can fucking watch it for free.
Good morning, Anne-Marie.
I've compared that with my work now as an online content creator.
There's a massive difference between videos that are made by TV networks and videos that are made by YouTubers, even though both are video-oriented.
Online content creators have a lot more creative freedom, which often makes for more compelling...
200,000 daily views, they said. Right? Did they say 200,000 daily views on that shit? That means some of my YouTube videos get more than that. All right. Like, my this dude escaped prison with soup video did better. My Darman video did better. Most of my videos did better. What the fuck?
Content. I can make a 6-minute video about the difficulty of
The only use for cable and just general TV is sports. Yeah. Once that becomes solely available on streaming services, I genuinely think all that shit's over. I need to see. I'm going to Google the numbers of late night TV shows. How many people watch Stephen Colbert? I got to look up, like, individual
Joe, I have
people.
never made a song before, but I'm making one for you.
Stephen Colbert has an average of 2.95 million viewers. I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. I don't think anybody watches that fucking show. I don't think anybody watches that show. I don't think anybody watches any of those guys. I think the TV's just on. I watch their clips on YouTube, but, like, who's really tuning in to the fucking Jimmy Fallon show? Like, I love those guys. I think they're funny, but, like, no one watches that shit. It's at 1 in the morning. Old people. Old people and people that have their TV on. Rose for the 300 bets. Yeah, all old people. So actually their market's growing because old people are living longer. Big money for the 3. My mom only gets her news from Apple News. What, when it just sends you a notification? And it's just like that random noti. And it's like, oh, Apple News. Will for the 300 bets. Your draft video's by fave. It's really good. Make the ground shake. Your draft video? Oh, how I would survive the draft?
Starship. Or a 23-minute video about the dark web crime kingpin of Silk Road. You don't get the luxury of that much time with television. Take the example of interviews. You might notice that the format of web-only interviews is different from interviews made for TV that are then released online. When Joe Rogan speaks to guests for his podcast, the conversation seems natural and unscripted, and often lasts anywhere from 2
dude, this one pic of Elon Musk is like one of the most popular pics ever. Him just holding a fucking, a fat one, dude.
Lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, whereas TV interviews are time sensitive.
Was that Mr. Beast? Yeah.
Because they have to move on to another segment.
I think news interviews, too, are the most scripted bullshit ever, too. So annoying. Any news station. It's just fucking stupid. It's always like the worst conversation, and they all have their papers in front of them and what they're gonna say and all this other shit. Like, actually do a goddamn interview. Stop reading from a fucking teleprompter.
Has to be solidarity. I have to end it there because we're out of time. We'll be back.
As a result,
out of time. And dude, I was watching the goddamn news the other day, and it was just on like all day. I was just like chilling in my living room. And this one newscaster kept mentioning, like, they were talking about, like, Roe v. Wade, the Uvalde shooting, all this other shit, and the fucking weather. And every 5 minutes, they would mention, coming up next, the biggest freshwater fish ever caught. And they never went over and fucking showed me the biggest fucking freshwater fish ever caught. It was on for a goddamn hour. Stop pausing. Go fist yourself. Dude, I don't give a shit if I pause the goddamn video. I'll time you out. Oh, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Jack. Like, dude, I'm going to pause the goddamn video if I want to pause the video. Dude, they never showed it. I mean, they probably did eventually, but I was there for like an hour and a half. They didn't fucking show it. Why the fuck? It's like clickbait. It's like news clickbait. It's like they're going over like shit, and they always just have like this fucking whack-ass thing that they're like, oh yeah, you're really going to want to see this. I could just fucking Google it. I could just have, I had to wait an hour. Look, biggest freshwater fish caught. 3 days ago. Oh, CNN article. I could just fucking click on it. 660-pound stingray. Woohoo. That's all I needed to fucking do. I didn't need to goddamn watch the news for fucking 10 hours to figure that one out.
Often sound like sound bites or may appear inauthentic. Even when TV feels authentic, you're still restricted by time. In this hilarious segment from Global News, the Canadian network where I used to work, one of the hosts made an artichoke dip, and it went horribly wrong.
But there's no vinegar in there. So here's what happened. That's like all that I can taste is vinegar.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so like it, Scott. I'm not trying to be rude here.
Yo, that is so fucked. Oh my god. Oh my god, he just insulted it on television.
Okay, I agree with you.
This was fantastically entertaining and could have gone on for longer, but they had to cut to a commercial break or another segment. I felt these time constraints myself. My stories were only 1 minute and 30 seconds long because so many stories have to be squeezed into the nightly newscast.
Oh, that's
usually
her.
An hour long. Time constraints hurt storytelling because you can't delve deeply into a topic. Shows such as 60 Minutes offer longer form reporting, but they don't air daily.
Yeah, but 60 Minutes is still ass. I would rather watch a YouTube video. Like, literally. Fucking, dude, you could literally find better YouTube documentaries made by one person with no funding comparable to an entire goddamn news station or broadcast, like, television series. And they're doing it in their own goddamn house.
Because they take considerable resources to produce. When daily TV reports are later uploaded online, their short, rigid format fails to compel people to watch. For example, my report...
Oh, I hate... Okay, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but I hate when news stations go over, like, local, like, fun places. Like, the news station will always be like, look at this nice shop in Philadelphia, and they'll go over, like, the coffee house. Like, only old people watch that shit. I'm sorry, but a news station is not going to convince me to drive 2 hours to go see this fucking whack-ass coffee house that I've never fucking been to, nor do I give a shit about. I don't care. I really don't think the fucking news station is really helping in promotion that much. Like, I'm not seeing this goddamn coffee house video and like, strolling in and being like, you were on the news! I saw you on MSNBC! I saw you on it. Oh my god, you're the coffee girl. Like, nobody fucking gives a shit. Nobody actually gives a fuck about that. If you want promotion for your goddamn business, do it on social media, do it some other fucking way. Not go on MSNBC and fucking talk to Linda about, we have fresh coffee grounds from Argentina, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a rat's ass about your dumbass coffee shop, okay? I'm sorry. I don't. Josh for the sub. Will for the 300 bets.
About a zero-waste grocery store in the UK may have gotten hundreds of thousands of views when it aired on television stations in North America. Yet it only received 600 views on YouTube.
Because it's a shitty fucking YouTube video. I'm sorry. Yeah, not a good clickbait. A visit to a zero-waste grocery store. I'm sorry, teenagers aren't really going to be like, oh, that's a good one. Click on it. No, nobody wants to watch that. You gotta make it clickbaity. You gotta add some spice to it. Oh, and lie. Lie in the title. Say, this grocery store has bags that are made out of elephant poop? Like, lie. I don't know. Lie about it. Fucking get them to click on the video. Clickbait the shit out of these kids, bro. Come on.
Uploaded by a local Chicago station. Or take Bloomberg Technology's YouTube channel. They simply re-upload segments.
Look at how bad these fucking thumbnails are. Bloomberg Technology full show. Who's watching that? 7,000 people clicked on that? Musk sows doubt over Twitter deal. Shitty ass thumbnail.
TV program online. The result is just a few thousand views per video.
That's not even a few thousand. That's 500 fucking 90 videos. Bankman Fried reports Robin Hood steak.
It's hard for networks to produce content.
Old heads are watching that shit. Boomers are the people that are clicking on this video. My grandpa would be like, damn, that's a good click. That's a good one.
Works well for online because their storytelling is beholden to the...
Now this shit is what I love. How MSNBC and all those news stations do the election. I love how they track that. You know what I'm talking about? You go on the website and it's like constantly updating and it's like 1.15 million people voted for who in Pennsylvania and all this shit. That's fun to watch. That's like a goddamn competition. Everyone watches that. They gotta do regular news like that. Make that shit interesting. Dude, I'm hovering over the fucking individual counties in Montana and I'm like, oh, Greenberg County voted for fucking the Green Party or some shit. Like, that's fun to look at.
For television and the advertising dollars it brings. You'd be hard-pressed to find a network willing to do an in-depth review of the iPhone SE, like on MKBHD's Tech Channel, or a 12-minute video about why black balls are floating on a reservoir, like on Veritasium's Science Channel. Because TV audiences don't have long attention spans for that kind of storytelling. So
they don't have attention spans at all because no one's watching it. Everyone has cable TV always on and no one's ever there. It's just a TV running. My living room TV is probably on right now and no one's there. There's a fly.
Is it that when CNN focused on online video by launching a streaming service, it flopped? CNN Plus was touted as the Netflix of news.
CNN's hired hundreds of people and created dozens of new shows.
CNN made a streaming service?
For the service.
It featured original series, documentaries, news shows, and live daily programming. Instead of the 2 million subscribers that the head honchos at CNN anticipated after a year.
Oh, let me guess. 10K.
CNN Plus reportedly drew fewer than 10,000 views a day. The service shut down in April.
That is so ass. Oh my god. Bro, come on. I could do if you gave me the if you tasked me with doing the CNN Plus fucking streaming service, I could do a better job than that. It's literally the people they have running this shit are just goddamn dumbasses. They have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea how to appeal to an audience. It's fucking insane. I've always stood by the fact that I genuinely believe that streamers and YouTubers could do a better job broadcasting news, doing late night shows, doing any of that than the people they have in place right now. The people they have in place right now are fed fucking shit. They read teleprompters. They have no personality. They're just a fucking dead brain with a screen in front of them. They fucking read it. They have no idea what the hell they're talking about.
They drew fewer than 10,000 views a day. The service shut down in April after just 1 month. Pretty much no one wanted to pay $5.99 a month.
Oh, no shot I would pay $6. Dude, I'd rather buy Hulu.
News shows.
You can get student Hulu for that. You can get student Hulu and fucking Spotify for $5.99 a month. Now you get Spotify Premium and you got a Hulu with ads for that. Why the fuck would I buy CNN Plus?
But they can watch videos on YouTube for free.
That's a tip for you guys. You can actually get Spotify and Hulu for like $6 a month or something like that if you have a student. Just use like your high school email or some shit, or your college email, one of the two. CNN is really pulling a Fortnite, actually. Zin for the 300 bets. Would you rather eat a cat or swallow a 7-meter cucumber in one bite? Would I rather eat a cat or swallow a 7-meter cucumber in one bite? Is there a chance I choke to death if I eat the cucumber? If no, I might eat the cat. I might eat the cat either way, actually. Sir, for the sub.
Even Netflix is struggling to retain subscribers, partly because of...
Oh, that's literally the video we're watching next. Why Netflix is collapsing. Netflix is shitting the bed. I don't know if you guys know that or not. They're gonna fucking lose it, dude.
Price hikes. And again, CNN Plus's shows still maintained the familiar format of a TV
Sunny V2 makes more interesting stories, actually.
Broadcast, which doesn't work well for the web. Although the brains behind CNN Plus felt it stood out because of its interactive feature, where viewers could ask questions, it really wasn't anything unique. Reddit has been doing that for nearly 2 decades. CNN banked on its brand name to carry the day, but it was a humiliating failure.
Damn.
Traditional outlets used to be the
I didn't even know they had a
gatekeepers of
streaming
information.
service.
If you wanted to know what was going on in the world, you got your news from the radio, your local newspaper, or on TV.
Now there's just social media. You can get your shit from there. All right, I'm done with that video. We'll move on to this one. All right, I got to piss real quick before we get into this one. Hold up. Wait, somebody said, what the fuck did somebody say? What happened? What's happening with Netflix? They're going to start putting ads in it. They're losing subs. Everybody's moving to HBO Max and all this shit. We'll get into that in a second. Pickle Rick! Count me down 30 seconds. We're back. Why isn't he blinking? Because he's fucking not real? Why is Netflix collapsing? The coming Netflix crisis.
Netflix was unstoppable. At one point, it was extremely rare to find anyone without a Netflix subscription, and with good reason. Netflix was the Amazon of the entertainment industry. It was revolutionizing movies and TV, creating incredible TV shows like House of Cards, Narcos, and Stranger Things. And when looking at Netflix's growth on paper, the company really did seem untouchable. Everyone everywhere was watching Netflix. Netflix became
I was talking to my friends about this. Do you guys remember like 5 years ago? No one even mentioned HBO Max, Hulu. No one even fucking thought about. I don't even know if half of them existed. It was just you had Netflix. Everybody perceived Netflix as a bill that you would just pay, right? Like it was like your electric bill. Everybody just had Netflix all the time. Now people don't. Now people are like getting rid of it. Would you rather date a 7'2" girl or a 4'2" girl? I don't know. Big money for the 3. Depends how they act as an individual. But I mean, I have a girlfriend now, so I don't really need to answer that question.
Became as common as the TVs we watched it on. But in the last 2 years, Netflix's growth now looks like this. Its stock price looks like this, and its subscriber growth...
Oh, did y'all see its stock crash? Netflix lost like $60 billion in value in like a month.
Looks like this, with Netflix losing 200,000 subscribers in just the last 3 months, and investors predicting Netflix will shed 2 million more this next quarter. So it's no surprise that Netflix's share prices have gone from 600...
Because all the shows are straight dick. What shows do y'all watch on Netflix? Oh, Rick and Morty, that's not there. Office, not there. Friends, not there anymore. Every show that everyone used to watch on Netflix is now on other fucking platforms. The only recent things I've watched on Netflix are Breaking Bad and fucking Squid Game. That's it. There's no other reason to use Netflix. When I scroll through Netflix, all I see is ass, dick, shit videos, shit video, shit video, ass video, shit video, shit video. It's never good. They only make good Netflix originals. That's the only thing keeping their goddamn service alive, and they know that. They've said that even before all this happened. They knew this was going to happen. Because once other streaming services made their own streaming service, or once other companies made their own streaming service and pulled their own shows from Netflix, Netflix was fucked. Because all they have is straight ass shows. Everything sucks. Theme for the sub.
$190.
Oh, should I work out while I'm sore or do I rest? It depends what your schedule is. I still work out when I'm sore unless it's a rest day.
Share to 180.
Working out when you're sore, that's not bad. Would you rather watch Stranger Things for 24 hours or Riverscape? I have no idea what Riverscape is.
$50 a share in just 6 months, wiping around.
That is so whack. That is whack. That is cryptocurrency type droppage. $690 a share to $180 a share. That's probably worse than most cryptos right now. And crypto's in the fucking shitter. Crypto's down like, what, 70%?
$1 billion of its value, which has resulted in hundreds of Netflix employees being laid off in recent months. It's very clear that Netflix is going through an unprecedented downfall, and its reputation is being destroyed. With some of the recent controversies surrounding Netflix, this won't come as a major shock. But how did Netflix collapse so dramatically? What caused this gigantic downfall of a once unstoppable empire? Well, after you've watched this video, you'll understand how Netflix's downfall was a result of a few key cowardly decisions. The year was 1997 and the internet was booming, with one site in particular...
Did you know Netflix used to be a movie rental service? I didn't know that until like recently. Netflix used to be where you would rent movies and they would deliver them to your house.
Changing the internet forever. Amazon. Amazon was showing to the world the opportunities emerging from the internet, because in 1 month of Jeff Bezos founding Amazon, Amazon was operating in the US and 45 other countries. And then just 1 year after its creation, and Amazon was gaining $15.7 million in revenue. 3 years later, and this figure was over $1 billion. With Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' motto being "Get Big Fast." One man in particular was fascinated with Jeff Bezos. His name was Reed Hastings, and he couldn't believe Amazon's growth. The sorts of growth they were seeing in business was extremely rare. It was clear that Amazon was revolutionary. The internet was the new oil, and Reed wanted a piece of the pie. So with his partner Mark Randolph, Reed and Mark would try to create the new Amazon for something other than books, because they too wanted to get big fast. But then what website could they create? What would make them the new Jeff Bezos? You see, before 1997, Reed was already working on his first business.
Yo, have you guys ever had some, like, revolutionary idea like this? Like, I always watch these fucking people and, like, how they came up with, like, some whack-ass idea. And I'm always sitting here like, how the fuck do I come up with that? How do you come up with that? Should I do a stream where you guys pitch me your ideas for how you're going to become a billionaire? I feel like that would be hilarious if I let you guys pitch your ideas to me on how you're going to become rich. And it would be like the dumbest thing in the world. It's going to be like coffee, but like no caffeine in it. It's going to be like coffee, but like some stupid shit like that.
Pure software.
That'd be so funny. Steven for the 3. My uncle worked for Netflix and got free DVD rentals, so we all borrowed movies in my family.
Products to troubleshoot software. Because of this, Reed gained a good understanding of the internet, website creation, and coding, but he didn't have an understanding of management. So much
it's going to be like shoes, but like they're not shoes. They're going to be shoes, but like no laces and no like top foot covering. So like a flip-flop? No. Like some shit like that. That's the exact ideas my chat would give me.
To kick him out, but they refused, and in a long and excruciating 2 years at his own company, he finally left and wanted to start anew. He knew his business would have to be online. Online business was where the real money was.
Burgers? That's your $1 million idea? Burgers in the shape of a hexagon?
That was very clear. But where was the gap in the market? Well, funnily enough, this question was answered after Reed forgot to return a videotape to Blockbuster, claiming, quote, "I had a big late fee for Apollo 13. It was 6 weeks late and I owned the video store $40. I had misplaced the cassette, it was all my fault. I didn't want to tell my wife about it. And I said to myself, am I going to compromise the integrity of my marriage over a late fee? Later on my way to the gym, I realized
if your marriage is in shambles because you owed a video store $40, that's a major problem, pal. If you owed a video store $40 and you're so scared to tell your wife because she'll divorce you, that's a red flag.
They had a much better business model. You could pay $30 or $40 a month and work out as little or as much as you wanted. End quotes. And so weirdly enough, it was Reed's gym membership and the annoying late fee given to him by Blockbuster that was the fire that would change Reed's life forever, taking him on a life-changing journey. It was these two factors that led to Reed creating a shipping company.
A book with no pages? Oh, so a Kindle Fire.
Based around the new technology of DVDs, and because of his experience with Blockbuster, he would make having no late fees a selling point. Reed didn't know it yet, but his idea of new age media distribution would lead to the bankruptcy of Blockbuster, and eventually introduce a service model that would change the entertainment industry forever. In a similar way to his gym membership, Netflix's original business model involved a monthly subscription where users were free to order 3 movies. The subscribers could keep them as long as they wanted, and then swap them for others once they were done watching. Despite DVDs being a brand new medium at the time, Reed saw the potential of shipping small compact discs.
You know the most useless thing in the world that I see every day? I see it every day on my way to the gym. And I have never realized why they still exist. Redbox. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Redbox. Every day. I drive past a Redbox. Every day I pass a Redbox. And I go, who in the fuck is going to a Redbox and renting a movie? I used to use that shit all the time. Yeah, when I would go see my dad, yeah, he would rent them all the time at a fucking store or whatever when I was like 10, before Netflix even existed. But like, I'm 20 years old now. There's streaming services. Who the fuck is using a Redbox? Literally no one.
Rather than the standard VHS.
How are they still in business? I genuinely think it's because it's so cheap. There's no upkeep. It's literally just a machine.
Most people were used to picking up from rental stores. The distribution process was streamlined with prepaid.
And they don't even have good movies. The other day, I actually stopped and looked at it, and every movie they have is on a streaming service. Every movie that they have is on a streaming service.
Netflix envelopes and fast shipping.
My idea would be a service that can let you call a private detective to see if your wife is cheating. That's probably already a thing.
times, and this business model
Dominator
eventually
for
started
free.
causing rental stores to lose substantial profits. Netflix was following in the footsteps of Amazon. It was destroying its competition. So much so that Jeff Bezos himself offered to buy the company for $50 million in 1998. However, both Netflix founders disagreed on where to go from here. Mark wanted to sell to Jeff Bezos. He feared that if they didn't sell, Amazon would create their own business to compete with Netflix.
And they
However,
did.
Reed was adamant on declining this offer because quite simply, Netflix operations were groundbreaking.
I think Amazon Prime Video is the I like their selection of movies. I think their interface is the ugliest thing in the world. I think they need to change it and make it look more like HBO or something like that. Like, it has to look appealing. I don't know why they have it. It's so ugly. I don't know why it looks ugly,
doing
but it does.
extraordinary work. They were doing so well that their success mirrored Amazon. They had a great website, deals with DVD manufacturers, and already knew how to source almost every DVD on the market. But then again, if they took Jeff Bezos' money, they would both be set for life and would never have to worry about money ever again. However,
Would you take the deal? I mean, they're probably way more rich now. I would have taken the deal, though. 50 mil? Hand me the bag, bitch. I don't give a fuck if you make $1 billion off me. 50 mil split by 2, 25 mil each. Need that. Because it probably wasn't even on the stock market then, so they probably had 50-50 ownership. There was probably no stake. Maybe, I actually don't know. But they would still be multimillionaires.
what fun would that be? Reed wanted an empire. He wanted to be the next Amazon and make his mark on the world. Both founders saw the immense potential in Netflix. However, their difference in opinion about the Amazon acquisition would later come to stain the company. They both had very different visions of the future of Netflix. Mark wanted to expand Netflix's DVD distribution capabilities, while Reed wanted to focus on the online side of the business. It was these major differences in the future of Netflix that caused the two men to splinter off, with both of them focusing more on their respective areas in the company. These differences eventually caused the two men to fall apart, with Mark eventually leaving Netflix while giving the CEO position to Reed. And while to some this might have seemed like a Machiavellian ploy from Reed to gain more power, this really wasn't the case. Reed didn't like being CEO, as evidenced by his first business.
Isn't the other guy a fucking dumbass, though, that he left? Because now he's out of, like, what, millions of dollars? Solth for the sub.
And in this time, the challenges facing Netflix were mounting up. Eventually, the challenges were causing so much stress to Reed. Reed couldn't handle being the CEO anymore, he hated management, and so he decided to sell the company and be free. So in 2000, Reed offered Blockbuster the chance to buy Netflix for $50 million. However, bear in mind that back in 2000, this was a time when Blockbuster was still raking in over $700 million in profit.
Oh, did Blockbuster turn down? Did Blockbuster turn down the fucking deal and now they're dead broke and there's no Blockbusters that basically exist? Dzanth for the sub. Oh, that's a rip for Blockbuster. That's actually the biggest turn down of their life. No one bans today? No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's on a ban stream.
A year. At the time, Blockbuster laughed at this offer. Blinded by their success, Blockbuster was still dead set on rental stores, and so they turned down his offer. But Reed was so desperate to leave Netflix that he even offered to take control of Blockbuster.
There's one in existence? Yeah, I know. Where is it? Yeah, it's in Alaska. It's somewhere that's like
and
very
work on
far.
scaling their own business. But even this offer was refused. This is how little Blockbuster thought of
Real talk, though, if there still was a Blockbuster, I would probably go to it. You know what I mean? Just for the nostalgia of it, like being able to walk into a Blockbuster and look at a bunch of movies.
Netflix.
I feel like that's pretty
But
cool.
Blockbuster
Oh, it's in
wasn't the
Oregon?
only one. In fact, by 2000, a lot of people were starting to see Netflix as a doomed business. By this point, DVDs and online shopping were only appealing to a relatively small audience. All while Blockbuster's business model was making huge profits with a growing customer base. This was very worrying for Netflix's future. Blockbuster, a giant mega corporation, surely had a pulse on the future of entertainment. They must have seen that Netflix's future was doomed, which stressed out Reed even further. And Reed, like in his last business, desperately wanted an escape route. But then unfortunately for Reed, the problems for Netflix would only get worse from here.
The last Blockbuster is in Bend, Oregon. I live there. You live there. Do you go to it?
Since 1994, internet companies have been on a continual rise in the stock market. The rise of the internet sparked a frenzy among investors, who rushed to invest in new businesses. Without a business strategy, a product, or a track record of earnings, and these startups were able to acquire enough money to go public. However, most of the companies taking investors' money were completely hollow companies, barely making any money and running through all their investors' cash. eventually causing the bubble to burst and a bear market to ensue on the internet, resulting in investors selling everything and running away from the online world.
The volume is across the board. I mean, we're at 500 points on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Biggest decline since September.
You know what's weird is the market right now is crashing very rapidly, yet people aren't freaking out as much as they were in 2008. You know what I mean? Like, in 2008, it crashed more, right? But, like, why do people not care as much?
November 17th, after 9/11.
This dot-com bubble affected online shipping and telecommunication companies particularly hard, with many of these companies being bankrupted.
We've expected it? Yeah, probably. It was kind of out of nowhere in 2008. It's kind of been leading up to it now.
Forced to close permanently. Larger companies like Amazon and Kisco were also significantly affected. With Cisco
only reason I pay for Netflix is Stranger Thing and Outer Banks. That's what their plan is, to keep Netflix originals on there, so that's why you have to buy it, is to watch those shows.
80% of its stock market value. Perhaps Amazon's success story was all
Everyone knows it's going to go back up. Yeah, the stock market might go back up. Crypto might not. Realistically, there's a lot of theories on how crypto might never reach its peak again, but that's just a lot of speculative stuff. But for the stock market, a lot of people are like, yeah, the stock market will go back up, but you realize it might take 10 years to go back to where it was. Rich for the sub or something like that. That's just generally what it is.
Good to be true.
When am I playing Val again? When I'm back from vacation.
Maybe Jeff Bezos wasn't a business genius after all. So of course this was a major blow to Netflix.
Jeff Bezos is a lizard
person.
person.
Specialized in DVD shipping, their entire business model was based on having an online website. Reed had always insisted on this. He was following Jeff Bezos' blueprint.
I invested in crypto when it was at its highest. Oh, same, brother. Same. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Yeah.
However, by doing this, the site was left with
okay, you want to hear a rip? I put money into the stock market 3 days before it crashed. 3 days before it crashed. That's an F.
300,000 subscribers.
For the sub.
And to make
now I'm diamond hands. Now I'm holding, you know? I'm not selling.
It's even worse for Netflix. A year later, some planes would fly into a couple of towers in New York, leading to an even worse economic environment and harder financial times for the company, leaving Netflix with only 80 employees.
All right, I gotta skip to where I fuck the rise. I don't give a shit. Okay, I want to see where they start crashing.
Will effectively be next to my plot, just a few minutes walk between each other, and depending on how many.
What the hell? Oh.
And why, we need to understand what BlackRock actually is. Now, BlackRock is a company.
Oh, now I don't know what's going on. Fuck!
For Netflix. It was the peak of their status. However, in 2016, this would all start to change. And 2016 also happened to be around the same time that BlackRock started investing heavily in Netflix.
All right, now we get it.
People have never heard of. And yet this company quite literally owns the world. Most US banks are controlled by BlackRock. BlackRock owns all the major pharmaceutical companies. BlackRock owns most of the mainstream media, and BlackRock oversees roughly 10% of all stocks traded worldwide.
What the fuck is BlackRock? What the fuck is BlackRock? What the fuck is BlackRock? Investment Management Company is an American multinational investment management corporation. Wow. How the hell do they own that much?
And this company is now taking over governments, which has allowed BlackRock to amass over $10 trillion in assets. Yes.
What the fuck? How does no one know of this shit?
Trillion. BlackRock is worth half of America's total GDP, which is why both the American and Chinese government rely on BlackRock to escape recessions. And it's also why BlackRock's founder and CEO sits on the boards of the Council on Foreign Relations and the World Economic Forum. No other company in history has had this much global influence. And so surprisingly enough, it was this company that corrupted Netflix. And this was for a reason. But to understand why BlackRock chose to poison Netflix, we first need to look at the power of this company. Because this company is so influential that the Federal Reserve practically begs BlackRock to protect them. And
wait, so they fell for another reason other than them just shitting the bed in subscribers?
BlackRock's founder Larry Fink having personal connections with former Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner, BlackRock is in control of multiple major banks, with Larry Fink being largely regarded as the most powerful man in America, and quite possibly...
Who the fuck is Larry Fink? I have never heard of this jackass. Larry Fink? Who the fuck?
the world, which is why BlackRock has been fundamentally ingrained in every aspect of the Western financial system. In the words of Bloomberg, BlackRock is effectively, quote, a fourth branch of government. But what does any of this have to do with Netflix and their content? Well, for several years now, Larry Fink has been obsessed with a company rating system that acts as a proxy woke score called an ESG rating. And this is a very important point to understand. This ESG rating is the key explanation for Netflix's downfall. Here's why.
Oh, they rated the... Oh, did they rate the stock in just the general company very low?
An ESG rating, according to BlackRock, measures a company's exposure to long-term environmental and governance risks. These risks include issues like energy efficiency, worker safety, and board independence, all of which will cause companies to have significant financial consequences if they're not followed properly. And to be honest, if it just stopped there would be no issues here at all, as this is a very good way to rank a company's ability to be a viable long-term investment. However, the issue comes from the social and political rankings this entails. This came to the surface in 2018 when the BlackRock CEO wrote a letter about ESG scores titled "Contribute to Society or Risk Losing Our Support." In the letter, he stated, quote, "Society is demanding that companies, both public and private, serve a social purpose," which is quite an ironic statement coming from a company with strong financial ties to the Chinese Communist Party, but I've already spoken about this in a previous video.
Dude, how do we not know about this company? How have I never heard about this company? A company that controls a large majority of America, but they also are fucking intertwined with China? What the fuck? Fade for the sub.
However, this is a very important point to understand, because since BlackRock is a major shareholder in Netflix, their stake significantly impacts Netflix content, as Netflix desperately needs to have a high-ranking ESG score. If they don't have a high ESG score, investors will pull out. And if investors see that BlackRock and a stock predicting machine called Aladdin suggest pulling out of Netflix, then other investors will follow suit.
Oh, and they fucking marked Netflix as a shitty stock. Well, they marked Netflix as a shitty stock for a reason, though.
Netflix's business
because they're
runs
fucking shitting the bed. Nobody likes Netflix.
Major thin margins. Having investors pull out of the company would be disastrous for Netflix. So in recent years, with BlackRock being increasingly vocal for certain political and social beliefs, Netflix is now having to toe the party line. Now, to be honest, Netflix can't really do anything about this. I mean, you may think that Netflix can just seek investment dollars from some other firm that doesn't care about being as woke as possible. But Larry Fink has already thought of that. That's why he developed BlackRock's Aladdin service, a management software used by nearly every major investment branch and firm out there.
Aladdin, which stands for Asset, Liability, and Debt and Derivative Investment Network, is practically...
Yo, Larry Fink a fucking nerd, though. That's why nobody's heard of him. Because he's not creating a product. He's creating things that everybody uses that they don't know who created it. Larry Fink is a fucking nerd. But not the good kind.
magical for many reasons.
Not like the gamer, like, oh, smart. He's like, like pencil pusher.
Today, it is the world's largest asset manager, handling a huge chunk of the world's financial assets. The technology cuts across every asset class.
Imagine some random computing system rating you low and fucking your business, and now you lost $60 billion. Yeah, that's
every
whack.
industry in the world, making it unarguably the most useful piece of tech in the financial space.
This Aladdin software coerces institutions to also use the ESG rating system, because if they don't do this, the companies have to go up against the most powerful and entrenched corporation in the world. Companies are financially pressured to increase how woke they are to raise their ESG rating. Otherwise, if it's too low, they will essentially be blocked from the market. Which is why pretty much every company in the West pushes the exact same views on every current issue, because none of them would dare cross Larry Fink or any of the other.
So they just agree with whatever fucking Larry Fink says?
Other investment managers. You see, none of these businesses actually care about politics at all. All they care about is the approval from investors. And as a result of this, Netflix's content has been adapting to these standards, with the company placing a greater emphasis on being a mouthpiece
Yo, he actually might be the most powerful guy in the world. That's actually insane.
For social and political talking points. This shift in tone became evident after 2016 when Netflix would start to distribute more content that put a focus on political pandering over competent storytelling, releasing a number of series and films with overt and questionable political talking points, with Netflix creating its own films that were a far cry from beloved series like House of Cards and Narcos. Instead of getting great...
Have you guys ever seen House of Cards or Narcos? I've never seen either of those fucking shows, and everybody says they're the best thing ever made.
thought-provoking content. As a Netflix subscriber, you
I
now
feel like
get
that's cap.
Cuties,
I feel like nobody watched that
2020
shit.
French film that explicitly sexualized young children. The film is about an 11-year-old girl who joins a supposed free months ago in April 2020 when Netflix released a show called He's Expecting, which might as well be
Oh, I'm assuming they're trans. Okay, I was gonna say, how is a dude having a kid?
the pinnacle of modern Netflix content. The show is this bizarre, overtly sexual, clumsy, and politically charged narrative about a man who becomes pregnant. Yes, we're talking about a man becoming pregnant. I mean, if you want to know audiences' true opinions, just look at IMDb's score of this film. This film is literally about a man facing prejudices because he's supposedly pregnant. So why is Netflix making all this crap content? What do they gain from releasing this kind of content?
I would never watch that movie. I would never watch that movie. Oh, a dude pregnant? Okay, cool.
And why do they always focus on ham-fisted political narratives and borderline pornographic material? I mean, these shows always bomb among users. Just look at the film ratings. No one likes this content. No one's asking for this. So what's the point? Why is Netflix focusing on this? Why are they putting so much money into these shows? I mean, is everyone at Netflix just a bunch of weird creeps who only care about getting their progressive messages across? Well, maybe, but there are some actual reasons why this is happening. It's not just because Netflix as a company is inherently bad. It's not because of some weird creepy executives or because everyone in the company wants to virtue signal for political reasons. It's because they're a modern business, a business that is economically forced to focus on one aspect above all others, and that focus being their ESG score, BlackRock.
Bro, wait, so what content they produce is what BlackRock rates their stock?
Assigns them, which is part of the reason why companies like Netflix and Disney are attempting to further raise their ESG scores.
Do you support the LGBTQ? Yes.
And have started producing woke content at an unprecedented rate.
Bro,
because strangely by
what?
doing this makes them get more investments. They don't actually care about the audience watching this content. This is about generating more investments into the company. However, by not focusing on the customer, they're now starting to see the consequences of this. Because this extremely tiring content creates a drought for people looking to enjoy media that's not bombarded with unsubtle political undertones sponsored by multi-billion and trillion-dollar corporations. But then how do we know that ESG benchmarks are more important to Netflix than its content or technological improvement?
I feel like they should just focus on the fucking content, because like even if your stock price is ass, if everybody's buying your shit, you're still making mad profit. Why would they care about that?
Well, Netflix puts in the time, money, and effort to publish an ESG inclusivity report annually. And even more telling was that their research department didn't
publish. The first
publish
3 seasons are good. What makes the show unique is the main character constantly breaks the fourth wall.
a single article for content analytics in the last 2 years, nor for their machine learning from 2019 to 2022. They barely even talked about encoding and quality, and at the same time they hid their audience rating issue to
Oh,
lack.
Amy Schumer, the worst comedian ever fucking alive, dude. I watched one of her specials. It was the worst thing I have ever fucking seen in my entire life. And it's not even because she's a woman. I hate when people always cite Amy Schumer as, like, female comedy or women comedy or whatever, because it's not. There's a lot of funny women comedians, right? Amy Schumer is just a terrible comedian. It's not because she's a woman. It's because she's fucking Amy Schumer and she's not funny. All of the swagger, none of the shame. A night of stripped down, turned on, and totally unbridled hilarity. And it's like, don't you ladies hate it when your vagina stinks? Like, that'll be the fucking joke. That'll be the fucking joke. That'll be the fucking joke. It's so ass. It's so not funny. I've seen fucking funny-ass women comedians. Literally. Like, I've seen funny-ass women comedians. I've seen so many. Like, there's this one Netflix show. I don't even remember the name of it because I watched it so long ago. And it had, like, every episode had, like, 5 different comedians. And, like, half of them were women. And they were all fucking hilarious. And I was like, damn, why do people think women aren't funny, like women comedians aren't funny? And it's just because Amy Schumer skews it. And everybody uses her as an example when she's just an offshoot fucking fluke. And she's not funny yet somehow. And how do you have a goddamn special that's 57 minutes long? Get a goddamn longer. What the fuck? You don't got enough material to make it an hour and a half?
Performance for their
it's so at 1 star.
Increasingly woke content. And when Netflix does occasionally produce something edgy, original, and entertaining, they always get in big trouble for doing so. For example, when Netflix released Dave Chappelle's comedy special, this had devastating effects.
You should be a comedian? No.
company's ESG score. According to Ethos ESG,
Yo, Dave Chappelle's funny as fuck, though.
because of Dave Chappelle's special, Netflix's ESG rating on a statistic called LGBTQ equality dropped to 2.
Oh, yeah, he did make some fucked jokes there.
0.6 out of 100. And for reference, Fox News has a score of 23.4, a score almost 10 times higher than Netflix's. And so you see, this is the sort of pressure
Damn,
that
Dave Chappelle single-handedly ruined Netflix's ESG, and Fox News, a categorically right-wing platform, has a higher ESG score.
Netflix faces when it produces original, edgy
That is
content.
insane.
And so this controversy surrounding Dave Chappelle's special gave us
It's controversy, but I don't think like he said it. I watched the special. Yeah, he makes some like jokes, but like I don't like. I mean, he's a comedian. I think I genuinely do believe if people said what he said or whatever like on the streets, it would be fucked. But like when you're doing a comedy special, there are lines that can be crossed that normally shouldn't be crossed in normal life.
an excellent example of BlackRock's policy in action, and how a company's ESG score can be destroyed in an instant. While audiences seem to like Chappelle's material according to the ratings, BlackRock certainly didn't, which is why one of the CEOs of Netflix, Ted Sarandos...
And why are investors basing their opinion on a single ESG score? That's stupid as shit.
issued a company-wide email on October 8th. In the email, he bravely announced that Netflix was proud of the company's partnership with Chappelle. But of course, the woke mob at Netflix didn't like this, and so Netflix employees initiated a company-wide walkout to protest the choices made by upper management. However, somehow, with all of
It's
this...
definitely not just his special. Dave Chappelle's special definitely didn't cause that much shit. He made like it was like a 5-minute segment and like an hour-and-a-half long thing. Blaze for the
pressure,
sub.
Netflix unexpectedly continued to stand its ground, and the Dave Chappelle special still remains on the platform to this day. And this sentiment has only started to come back in Netflix. Netflix is now actually starting to push away this woke culture. Not very long ago, the company's CEO stated, if you find it hard to support our content breadth, Netflix may not be the best place for you. This used to be a very liberal issue.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, they're not like promoting like anti-LGBTQ shit. They're promoting a comedian that might have made an insensitive joke. I don't really know.
So it's an interesting time that we live in. And again, just a few weeks ago, when Ricky Gervais released a comedy special containing more jokes the media deemed phobic, the Netflix CEO actually stood on the side of the comedian, saying that the only way they can figure out what's acceptable is by, quote, crossing the line every once in a while. He further stated that he thinks it's very important that
I'm non-binary and pansexual. See, that's fine. Like I'm not. I support the LGBTQ. I've said that a million times. I have a lot of family members and friends that are literally like in the LGBTQ. Nothing's wrong with it.
American culture has freedom.
I just don't see how like one comedy special would ruin an entire platform's reputation. Like I can genuinely see how people got offended by Dave Chappelle's special, but I don't see how that ruins Netflix and makes it drop $60 billion. I feel like he's kind of pinpointing that as a reason, and it's really not.
Of expression, adding that, I always said if we censor in the US, how are we going to defend our content in the Middle East? However, this has only been happening in the last few weeks or so, and this might very well be because of Netflix's recent subscriber loss.
In my opinion, that's why they're losing stock shit. I don't think it's necessarily because the ESG score. I think it's literally because Netflix is losing subs. Their quarterly earnings were worse than before, and they have shit content.
To get good ESG rankings, Netflix's company has been in decline. And so the CEO...
How come nobody gets mad at Hulu when they have South Park? I think it's HBO Max, and they did. South Park had 6 episodes removed off of HBO because they contained insensitive religious remarks and something else.
CEO is trying to save the company by saving face in front of the general public, because through producing all this woke rubbish, Netflix lost over 200,000 subscribers in the first quarter 2022, laying off over 150 employees.
That's why they're doing that, they're doing a paid subscription. That's basically it now. That's why they're doing a paid subscription now. You can or not a paid subscription. You can do an ad subscription. Netflix is going to implement in the next like 6 months, an option to pay less, but you have to watch ads. And I think people will take that. I mean, it's stupid that they're doing that because I think it's annoying, but I think people will do it and people will go for that. All right. Who the fuck is spamming? Dude spamming Doritos. See you in 24 hours. 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 People are trying to be funny. The fucking Doritos chip spam. Cringe. All right. That was a good stream. I mean, we lost some viewers near the end because it got into more educational content rather than funny content, but I still think that was interesting to watch in the end. I really don't care that we lost fucking 300 viewers because I was watching something educational. Who do we raid? Fucking Nelk Boys has a Twitch channel? Oh, is that Jimmy Gambles? I haven't watched the Nelk Boys in so long. Do you guys watch Nelk anymore? I don't. I don't watch them at all. Like, actually at all. How much you invest sub-only mode? Oh, it's follower-only mode. And no one typing. Whatever. Alright. Who do we... J-Money for the sub. Who do we raid? Who do we raid? Who do we raid? I used to watch Nelk all the time. Now I don't anymore. I think the content has kind of gone down slightly. I'm trying to look for somebody that we could raid. I don't know who do I want to raid? Raid me? No. A small streamer. Who should we raid? Should I go to like a random game? We could go to Browse. Fall Guys. Why does Fall Guys have so many viewers? Let's raid. You guys want to raid a Fall Guys streamer? You guys want to raid a Fall Guys streamer? A really small Fall Guys streamer? It's all Spanish. Someone with 0 viewers? Who would we raid? Dude, why is so many people playing Fall Guys now? What the fuck? Okay, no. Let's go back to Browse. Who do we raid? ASMR? Raid an ASMR streamer? Hold up. Why is Slots the #1? Oh, it's recommended for you. Oh, that's so awkward that Slots is #1 recommended for me. Dude, where's ASMR? I want to see somebody cry. Oh, you want to see somebody cry out of excitement? Let's go to a really dead game. Where, like, you wouldn't expect a raid. PGA Tour, MLB The Show, Mario Kart. What? Give me a game, chat. Raid somebody with 0 views. Super Mario Bros. 3. No. Wreckfest, Minecraft. Oh, a Minecraft YouTuber? Oh, yeah, no, a Minecraft streamer with, like, no viewers. Okay, low to high. We're gonna scroll down. We'll raid somebody with, like, at least Nightbot. Somebody's playing Fall Guys on the Minecraft channel. Alright, let's find somebody. This guy. Let's literally raid... I mean, let's raid somebody that's English. Is this Minecraft PE? And it's titled FIFA. Do we raid them? Do we raid them? Do we raid them? No. They're not going to be able to react. They probably don't even have a mic. That's a mobile Minecraft streamer. Just a good gaming session. Are they talking? I want to hear somebody speak.
It's actually a trend. I'm going, no, it's a fucking joke. Never mind.
No, that sounds like a mom or a kid. And my chat's going to be a bunch of dicks. I got to raid somebody small. Dude, so many people have 1 viewer. Wow. Okay. This guy.
Was it Forrest that you had the bridge?
Dr. Calamari the Third. Alright, I'll be live tomorrow, chat. We're doing an unbanned stream tomorrow. I'll be live at 2 p.m. EST. I will be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST, and that'll be our last stream before vacation. Tomorrow I'll be live. Today was a good reaction day. Thank you for everybody that came into the stream. I know we lost viewers near the end because we did educational shit, but that's always fun to do educational stuff at the end for the people that want to watch. I will be doing unbans tomorrow / reactions. We're going to start with unbans, then we're going to go to reactions. Tomorrow I'll be live at 2 p.m. EST. That is tomorrow, Saturday. Sunday to Sunday, I will be off. I will still be posting 4 YouTube videos that week, which is a lot. I'm posting a YouTube video right after this raid, so make sure to go watch after we're done raiding. I'll be posting on TikTok while I'm gone. I'm just not going to be able to stream from Sunday to Sunday. It's going to be last stream tomorrow before break. Don't miss it. Unbanned stream / reactions. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff for reactions probably. Maybe more of that like Coyote Peterson type stuff. That'll be cool. But yeah, once we get back, we'll be on the grind again. Back to the regular schedule for like 2 weeks. We'll be probably streaming nonstop until the 13th of July. But yeah, I'll be gone from June 26th to July 3rd. I will be back tomorrow, though, for the last stream before vacation. Thank you for everybody that came into the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. We are going to rate in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That have been of the rated